It's been a long while. We've had a couple of delays, but here we are, Climax of Night, top 48 of Under Night in Birth EXE clear. And let me tell you, y'all missed on some OD matches. But wait, hold on. I'm getting too up. I need to introduce. I'm Toledo, and my partner today.
Hey, I'm Outlaw Vinegar.
We are about to commentate on some really crazy matches.
We're coming to you right now from the Crown Plaza Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Climax of Night's third tournament, fourth year. Don't ask about last year. We all know what happened last year.
And right now, our first match is actually pretty crazy. It is the product of a really wild upset. So we have Swirly Glasses here on the right. A Hilda main that beat Red Blade in the first round of pools yesterday, which was like nuts. And then right next to him, you've probably seen him time and time again on so many different games. It is Blooming Lotus, also on Hilda. So we're starting this off on a Hilda mirror, which can get pretty nutty. I know that Blooming Lotus hates this matchup, but he's quite good at it. He's played it a couple times. If I remember correctly, last time he played it for something big, I believe was against Untold Melody, who's a very good Hilda main on their own right. So it should be exciting.
Quick question. Is Blooming Lotus... button check. Is Blooming Lotus a player who went through a name change at one point?
Yes.
Was that Royal Heart?
Yeah. They used to be Royal Heart. Now they go by Blooming Lotus. I was about to say, if that was not button check, I was gonna be like, whoa. But yeah, we're already getting right into it. Let's go.
So the Hilda mirror.
It's not something you see every day. Let's put it that way. Ooh.
Okay, so both of these characters, for anybody who hasn't watched Uni before, this character is considered like kind of one of the iconic big button characters that defines this game. So it's a little bit difficult to describe some of the things that she does. At the same time, it's very difficult for her to fight a lot of her own nonsense.
Yeah, this character is filled with 50-50s abound, set play with her Gloom, which you'll see probably momentarily as Oki after this. Yep. Super. Oh, never mind. They're just dead. I just completely tapped you. My bad.
Yeah, this is a very offensive-heavy character who has pretty notoriously bad defensive options a lot of the time.
Yeah, she has a couple of things that are like pretty interesting. Like her dive kick is like absurdly fast for like low crushing certain things, and her, if I remember correctly, her 2A is like 5 frames. But outside of that, you're not gonna get nearly as much as the other members of the cast do. Like at that point, you're stuck with either reversal super maybe or veil off.
So what that ultimately results in is it's a character with very strong offense and fairly poor defense fighting herself. So it ends up being a very offense-heavy, momentum-driven kind of matchup.
Speaking of which, we got Oki, Gloom set up. Ooh, nice guard thrust. Blooming Lotus gets clipped for up backing. Okay. This is going to be solid damage, but right now, doesn't matter. Blooming Lotus with a nice little 2d6A in order to close out that round. Meters about even on both sides, but with this first hit, as long as things keep going on well for Swirly, they will be taking purple this cycle.
If possible, if we could maybe get a color description on those names, it might be a little bit hard for the audience to keep track of red versus purple Hilda.
Yeah.
Blue? I guess she's blue.
Blue and purple. She's got the different colors. Ooh, nice Vorpal strip. Oh, no meaty though. You're going to get 2A for that. All right. And this will drain out the veil off at this point. Yeah, sets the EX Gloom, Aspersivity in kind. Both kind of stuck there, but Blooming Lotus jumping in with the overhead on the charge JC there. That 50-50 is just, it's a 50-50. It's tough to deal with. Goes into IW, finishes off their food with a lot of damage. It's about 4.5, yeah.
Hearing a few members of the audience throwing out Hilda's iconic laugh on her Infinite Worth there.
Oh my.
This should be this round.
Yeah, that's the round. That's a game. All right, looking really close between the two of them right now. So would not be shocked if the next games go the other way, but we'll have to see what adjustments both players end up making. All right, round start 660. Dive kick for full screen, okay. Oh, nice dive kick in order to get over Swirly's buttons. All right, this will be solid damage into Gloom with the cycle. Oh, tries to reset with nice shield from Swirly, means that they'll snipe the Vorpal cycle around. Spends the CS. Ooh, what you doing there, shielding there for, my friend?
Hilda being one of the very few characters who actually has a very strong option to control that part of the screen. If you're in the air, in front and above her, she has a very clearly designed button to just hit you out of the air there.
Yeah, her anti-airs are absolutely massive, and I think it'll play. I think it's part of the factor and the reason why we're not seeing as many teleports from characters, because right there, boom, like right when Lotus goes for the jump into assault, Swirly just immediately sits, plants their feet down, and goes for the anti-air. Ooh, CS into mashing, yep, and that should be the round.
And again, since this is the kind of mirror match that you don't see that often, I think it might be a little hard for both players to remember that you can't jump so easily at Hilda from those angles.
Oh my god, what the? That trade was a little bonkers, but Swirly manages to win out in the scramble afterwards. Sets up the Gloom, no 50-50 for you, dive kicking all the way to the other side of the screen. Glooming Lotus slowly pushing Swirly a little bit closer to the corner.
And once again,
I'm not sure if they intended on that air shield there. I think they might have wanted assault, but they ended up getting shield. But you can't shield grounded moves. You'll just get grid broken for it. And Swirly is taking this, took the game. Now we're up 1-1, and it's looking a little dicey. Is Texas on the come up right now? Ooh.
of course. It can't be. You can't have a mirror match without the risk of both players trying the exact same option at the exact same time.
I don't know how they we always run into that with round starts. Ooh, dive kick, another one.
Dive kick back.
Yes. Ooh, good shields. All right, cycle is now on Lotus's favor. Looks like they're just waiting on an opening from Swirly. Nice, and that 660 will definitely catch his movement. Sets up the Gloom. Oh no, gonna go for, ooh, veil off from Swirly. It ain't quite party time, not much to work with. However, Lotus is grid broken. Ooh, caught trying to dive kick from a little too far there.
If you notice, it seems like most of the hits these two are actually getting on one another are coming from sort of neutral jousting and not so much from the Oki. Given that they both play this character, they both have, I think, a pretty good idea of what the setups are, what kind of mix-up is likely to come.
Oh my god!
And as I say
that... Yeah,
I guess that's a little bit of commentator's curse. Sorry
I'm not gonna lie, this, we might be, oh my god! Okay, both trading supers, like, for the umpteenth time this set. Dive kick from Lotus. Let's get this party started. Are you gonna dump the meter? Nope, opts to just use the Gloom. No teleport after the fact, 660 gets blocked. Ooh, goes for the throw on the charge JC mix. Oh my god, just above the aspersivity? You are absolutely nuts, Swirly. All right, goes for the pin. We block those. We know what's up. Oh, 5C.
That was a very dangerous whiff.
Yeah, that could have been a big punish. However, Lotus manages to get the hit. Swirly has the cycle, though. Are we going to see maybe a CS after this Oki? Nope, gets clipped by the cross-up teleport.
This
now
should be able to kill. I believe Lotus will get the resources he needs to finish it and doesn't even need to use them.
Yeah, nice and efficient. Big meter advantage for Swirly, however. Ooh, aspersivity on the veil up. Wow, come on now. Oh my.
Once again.
All right, backing up. Yeah, Lotus just wants control of the cycle right now. Has a lot of, a good amount of grid to work with. Good 660 to challenge. Drop the pin. Sets the Gloom, teleports, teleport back.
Very good call out on the teleport there.
That was nuts that Lotus caught that. All right. Good damage. This next hit kills. Goes high. And Lotus takes it 2-1. Woo. Texas has been at it time and time again throughout these brackets. But the old guard is still here to stay. Actually,
now,
Lotus isn't even that old.
Is Blooming Lotus one of the newer players?
No.
Not Blooming Lotus. No, I'm sorry, Swirly.
I'm not sure when they started playing, but from what I've asked of other members around, Swirly has been a Texas Hilda that has been grinding the game just as much as the rest of the region. And it's clearly shown with their results. I mean, that match was very close and honestly was decided on a couple of interactions. And I really feel like another a big crux of that mirror was just Lotus adjusting. You saw like how he started playing a little bit more patiently and neutral, and we saw way more counter pokes in general. And then Lotus was able to run their game a bit more. But yeah, that was, whew. That's one way to start it out here.
Additionally, we can say Swirly was the one who had initially knocked Red Blade down into losers, correct?
Yes. So they'll be sent to losers, and I'm not gonna lie, losers bracket is a bloodbath. You have Isaac now, who Isaac lost to Bryce. Isaac's that. Ooh, okay. All right. So speaking of Texas, we have yet another Texan. No. He's not Texas. I always forget. No, Masoma is Texas. I'm completely out of it. But we have Masoma, easily one of the best Byakuya's in the game right now. I'm not sure if they really need any more introduction than that.
I feel like Masoma's reputation has preceded him for quite a while, more than a year for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
not only in this, but in multiple games.
Yeah, I mean they are super impressive. Their Byakuya is nuts, and his opponent is going to be Silicon, a Chaos player from Pennsylvania.
Another Chaos, huh?
Yeah, bro. This bracket has so much Wagner, Chaos, and Akatsuki. I think those are like the most common characters left. I could be wrong, but yeah, we've seen for those that have been following the Uni scene, Silicon's still been out in a couple of offline brackets. If I remember correctly, the last time I had seen them was at a couple of the WASDs. The WASD offline. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, they're desyncing their pads. We remember to desync our pads now. We're back offline. Please desync the pads. You do not want to run into any of those issues, guys.
Proper and respectful tournament etiquette.
Yes. With that being said, this matchup this one's going to be interesting. I'll have to say.
Byakuya Chaos. This. I think this is a pretty standard example of the kind of matchups that, for example, Clear Lamp has mentioned, in which Byakuya is a character who will. It would be amiss to claim that he's a character who does well in the neutral against this character, but Byakuya's whole, at this point, kind of standardized game plan, it really involves getting one hit and then snowballing that hit. He can steal games as long as he gets in at least once and properly capitalizes on it.
Yeah, especially with just his base mechanics. For those that may be a little less familiar with Uni, Byakuya is pretty much a set play monster. He sets webs on you, especially in the corner, which will steal blocks of grid from you, and will also trap you from making a lot of decisions. And
he seals a lot of your options.
Yeah, he's very, very good at doing that. Has amazing staggers to work with that as well. And his throw is also extremely powerful because he can choose to which side to throw you on after the fact in order to put you in a web and then set up the same Oki over and over again.
Contrasting that, while Chaos is a character who's improved significantly from version to version, he is much more defined by his pet, the lizard, Asitahaka. It allows him to control a lot of spaces on the screen that many characters don't really have strong options in. And now with more recent improvements in this version of the game, he truly has come into his own as what they call a puppet character, one who can trap you between themselves and their ally and do all kinds of grimy things.
Oh, for sure. And the character's been optimized by plenty of people. I mean, you have people like Trill that have been on the character for quite some time. You have players like Gosada who did switch to Seth, but while he was playing Chaos, really pushed the character quite a bit in terms of throwing out content to help others learn, labbing their own mix on their own, and such. So they've been really pushing it quite a bit. We also and Chaos is also able to do a lot of very interesting things. Mostly based off his ability to kind of fuzzy jump and stay safe by using Ozzy to either delay his air momentum or able to use Ozzy to kind of call people out while in the middle of jumping in order to kind of take control of the situation somehow.
Additionally, something I had mentioned back during the Hilda Mirror, especially how both players tended to get caught jumping in that space well in front and above their opponent. Chaos is a character who does very well in that space because he can jump and make himself very hard to hit with standard ground pokes, while at the same time poking with the lizard itself.
Yeah.
So he'll hover in the air while the lizard is on the ground attacking you, which, in this case, we're going to have to see how Masoma learns how to deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar he is with this matchup.
Now I'm not too sure of the Texas Chaos players around, but based on Masoma's presence in a bunch of tournaments, he's definitely had experience against very good Chaos players. So we'll just, but yeah, again, we'll just have to see how it works out against Silicon Style. I'm not aware of their history in brackets before. Ooh. Here we go. Nice starter from Silicon. Ooh. Drops the confirm, but still. Managed to be at a pretty decent state. However, Masoma does have CS, spends it. Goes for the 6-6B, just waiting for Ozzy to go in and then just try to shield.
So I want to take note of, there's a particular interaction that you want to pay close attention to, and that happens right now in cases like this where Masoma lands a hit on the lizard, destroying it for a moment. One of the things that really defines a good Chaos player is how they learn to fight in that interim without Ozzy available.
Yeah.
Masoma attempting to get in has been having some trouble already.
Ooh,
as he gets in right now.
This is where the party starts. How many webs do we get? Oh, none actually. One. All right. Ooh, my God, I got hit there. I don't know about you, but I got hit. Good
I
blocks
keep
from Silicon.
forgetting that he even has that move, to be honest.
He has to spend a super. He has to spend a super like now. Okay, just barely got it. And the Yakuza is one of those characters where, in a lot of situations like that, you just want to take the throw because characters are unable to damage you on time for that. But because the Yakuza is able to combo off of his throw in such a big way and still spend meter, you have to play it very, very. You have to play it very, very well in that situation. All right, sets the fireball. Now Silicon has Vorpal, so Ozzy has a bit more invulnerability in some situations. Spends it on CS, good damage. No meter on the Oki, 2-2X. All right, what have you got? Park the car. Oh,
good defense.
Tech's back in kind. Caught slipping. That 5A is real big and real fast. All right, should be meter into web sets unless you drop your combo. Oh, yep, CS after the blocked FF. Good damage. Silicon has the cycle, but it's really going to matter, honestly, depending on how this works. Yeah. Masoma opts for the Vorpal strip there. Ooh, reversal throw from Silicon. IW jumps out of it. Oh my God. But Masoma still gets the hit.
This won't be enough to kill, but he will only need one more opportunity.
He has Vorpal as well. Spends it on CS. Just enough meter to not kill.
Quite.
And 5A will seal the deal. Woo. All right, already going into the next game. That one was tough. All right, gets clip of the 5A. It's super good. It is an obnoxious button on the
One can hardly blame Silicon for this, but I feel like he's perhaps being a little impatient once Masoma gets his game running. Chaos has a hard time here in the corner, but there's a TRM.
Yep. And this is going to be back in the web Oki, presumably. All right, so that's one web, no meter spent. Just 2-8s, just daring Silicon to stand block on the web. Oh, clips on another one, but I guess he couldn't toss him into the web that he set there. No webs available, but that much health advantage and in that situation, yeah, you're gone. All right, let's see if Silicon's got it in him. You got to dig deep in this situation. G2C is blocked.
Once again, catching Chaos trying to jump out, but
Again, getting clipped. Not sure what Silicon's opting to go for. Maybe trying to fuzzy jump. Unsure. All right, sets the web. One, just two.
This is looking...
I lied. There's three. Whoa, okay. You web follow-ups? Ooh, you cannot be purple shielding in front of Masoma.
And
yeah,
that will be the end.
Yeah, he's dead. You're gone. VO? Oh, okay, never mind. Just ends it with the record. Don't need to make him watch the whole animation. But man, after that like close game one, it was kind of like, as you said, there were a couple of neutral interactions where Masoma just was very keyed in, caught out Silicon, and then once the set play had started, it felt like Silicon just was unable to keep their defense up and manage against Byakuya's pressure. Right?
Yeah, you have to wonder if it was specifically that Silicon had a plan that just wasn't working out, or if perhaps he didn't feel comfortable with the matchup, or maybe if he was running scared at the end. Byakuya is definitely one of, I would say he's within the top 5 or so characters that are very scary to be blocking in the corner.
Yeah. And another thing that is definitely worth pointing out is that it definitely felt like, especially in the second game, that Masoma was very keyed into how Silicon was OSing. We saw a couple more red throws, and then we, of course, saw a couple of grid breaks that were extremely key.
Particularly the last one, one of the most powerful early techniques of dash up and just wait for them to shield. Just the classic 1AD. Something pretty much everybody has fallen for at least a few times.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's just unfortunate for Silicon, but this is winner side, so we will see him later on in losers, and I'm sure that he will make a very good run. Now,
looks like it's Trill.
Okay, this is Trill and Untold. Okay, so this one's gonna be really good. And don't worry, stream, it will be with characters that you've seen before. Untold Melody is a Hilda main. Shout outs to the shirt. This shirt is sick. And Trill, Chaos main. Trill has been a very good Chaos for a while, but we have not gotten the chance to see him in quite a while. And Trill's run has not been easy, as I'm aware. His last match in order to get into top 48 was a close set against Isaac that went 2-1 in his favor. I'm not too sure. I can't recall exactly the other players that were in his way. And then, of course, we have Untold Melody, a very strong Hilda main, who is, I can only say this because I know him decently, he was an absolute nerd, is the message.
How so?
If you've met Untold, you'll know immediately. But he labs this game super extensively. His knowledge of it is very, very high. His combos have been labbed out to death. He's picked up several characters, not like for bracket necessarily, but he's picked up several characters in order to learn them. Mm-hmm. So like I remember, especially like even during quarantine time, when he was like really grinding the game still and playing on a couple of different characters. For example, like he would play like Wagner a couple of times, like Carmine, I believe a little bit of Hyde. So like he's got experience on like a bunch of different characters, and I am willing to bet with all my heart that he is very, very familiar with Chaos already. So
it sounds like we're talking about a Battle of the Nerds, but in 2 slightly different ways.
Yes.
As someone who talks with Trill, or particularly pre-quarantine time, talked with Trill frequently, he's a very theoretical, analytical player. He and I have had many discussions in the past about what decision-making people advanced level oftentimes includes, and a lot of the internal game design, a lot of the little nitty-gritty of like frame data and how certain tools interact all together. Everything from just the nuances of how stronger characters like Chaos or Merkava work, to at least his early impressions and thinking that Laundrecchia was a terrible character, which admittedly seems to have been proven pretty false in this span of time.
I'm going to keep it a buck. It's not a seems to be proven. That character's good. That character's good. That character has a lot of tools that are absolutely tilting to death. I hope we get to see him later on. But yeah, I think a lot of people didn't think Lon was very good, and I think that 1.03 definitely fixed a lot of issues that people had with the character in terms of like the buffs that he got during that patch. Mm-hmm. And then, as with any character in a fighting game, once you have enough people that are on them and labbing it, like great things will come out of it. And Chaos is also a good example of that, where like even like the character has gotten a ton better, like just objectively through like the buffs that he's obtained, but people have labbed him out quite a bit, and he has developed a ton as well. Hilda is also in that category where, in UNICLR especially, a lot of the Hilda mains' first impressions were like, wow, like this character's damage got gutted, like not really sure what I'm supposed to do. These new tools are like okay, I guess, but like not really sure what to do. And then later on, of course, like that character got labbed out a lot more. She hits like a truck.
You could say the same for a number of characters who had changes that at first glance looked like they were simply damage nerfs. Phonon, which we had mentioned, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday we had talked about that.
And then a few characters that on their face clearly became much stronger. Ankidu clearly got a buff to the moon.
And that... I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna be toxic.
Mika clearly stronger.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Akatsuki always getting stronger, pretty much every iteration. And then kind of the characters who were clearly getting stronger but have always been slightly underestimated started to eat really good around this time. I would say particularly Nanase. Nanase, Chaos, and I feel like I'm missing at least one other character who always felt like they were a bit slept on and then really kind of came into their own within the last, say, 2 versions.
Let's see. I would say Hyde, but we did start with Unib, and Unib Hyde was an adventure.
I would say Hyde is probably always going to be a little downplayed. It's the fate of the show.
It's the Hyde mains. It's the Hyde mains that do it. Everybody that plays against Hyde is like, yo, this character is like doing all of the, like, just gets to do all of these things. And then on top of that, then he gets Vorpal, ships you out for like 1,500, and you're like, huh? And then he clicks charged FF, and then he hits ICFF. And then you block it, and you're like, okay, great, I blocked it, and then I just ate like almost a throw's worth of damage.
Yeah, I blocked it, but I still basically got hit.
It's like, I might as well have just taken a throw or something. Like, this is just messed up. Oh, yeah. I think we are soon to be good for for this match. I think Trill just had a couple of issues that needed to get sorted out.
They might be as well looking to get headphones. I'm not sure if they were. Haven't been paying too much attention to people wearing headphones. I'm just too focused on the matches. So.
I mean, the matches have been speaking for themselves, honestly. Like, when Pool, this tournament has been nuts since Pools. Pool started and immediately got crazy.
Yeah, there was blood drawn pretty much from the... Because thinking about it, again, the match that Red Blade got knocked out, knocked into losers from, rather. That was within, I believe, his first 2 matches of the day.
Yeah, like, Red gets knocked in his first game. It was his first game. Red gets knocked in his first game. Then Luna beats Foxov from a wake-up match. And then the rest of it has just been insanity. And, like, this is one of those, like, tournaments where, like, you really, really, really do not want to get put into losers. Because there are a ton of killers everywhere, right? Like, no matter what you do, you're going to, like, face some very tough opponents. But getting sent into losers and having to fight that many more of them that are at such a high level, it is not something that I would wish on either player. But, I mean, again, that just says, like, how much is at stake here. Because this may be winner's side, we may see them later on, but it'll be a lot more difficult for either player. And it could definitely drain it. Well, for now, It looks like we are very soon to get into it. I hope to God that they're checking their buttons and they don't do a
They are, at the very least, setting their buttons. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to deal with a button check.
Hopefully not, but...
Everybody here's raring to go.
Yeah, the crowd is like very quickly moving all onto Uni right now. You can probably see it from the corner of there. Over there. But this one's gonna be good. Also, who do you have? Who do you think is gonna take this?
I'm going to root for Trill. I'm going to root for my boy.
You going to root for Trill? I'm not questioning it. I'm just confirming.
He has been less than confident throughout the weekend because, admittedly, net play is really not an option for him, given how far away he lives from just civilization. But I think having at least a full day to do casuals plus the legacy skill, I think he's still got it.
Yeah, I think he'll do well, but I'm not going to hold you out. I'm definitely rooting for Untold, and he's picking it up right now.
Maybe I shouldn't root for him though, given commentator's curse.
Well, we both cursed the other opponent, so it's equalizes, right?
Whose luck is stronger, I guess.
True. Charge 5C is blocked. Lots of shield from Trill, just wanting to maintain the cycle right now. And that's one of those things that you'll, right there, that situation is like very common from Chaos, where he'll send out Ozzy in front of an opponent and then concentrate to bait you into dashing into him, and then set Ozzy and use 236A, especially, in order to kind of poke you out from trying to move there. And it's a very good way to like check people's dash blocks as well.
This is definitely one of those matchups, by the way, that Trill and I have talked a lot about the theory of. I know he does feel that this is a very strong matchup for Chaos, actually.
Ooh, big trade from both players. Charges the veil
rare
up.
drop
Yeah.
gives Untold Melody the chance to get out with the veil off.
Yeah. Sets the EX Gloom, teleports behind him. Ooh, what are you? Oh, you cannot crouch shield that setup, my friend.
Time is running out as well.
Yeah, Untold is probably just gonna time him out with like Gloom and teleports, honestly. Yeah, put him in a quick little block string, send him away. Trill literally forced to just force function in order to get closer. Yeah, there it is. Teleport, dive kick. Yeah, I'll see you around. Yeah, bye. I'm going to get some coffee. All right, next round already. Immediate 2P6C.
Wow. So
Oh,
Hilda's charge jump C actually killed Ozzy slightly behind her there.
Wow. Yeah, that button was massive. Another 50-50, not shielded this time. Even though they didn't block the wrong way, they are not grid broken. Could have been way worse like we saw just earlier. Another 50-50, goes low this time, blocks it correctly. CS on the 236C. Oh, wow, Ozzy gets through it.
Chaos actually ended up blocking Hilda's attack there, but due to...
Oh, nice
Wow.
wake-up dive kick. Manages to get a conversion. Notice the combo dropped and still managed to get a good position. Yeah, 236A
once
CS.
again, Untold did not have the meter for any real good defensive options. This puts Trill in a pretty good position.
Yeah, well, he does have access to Veil Off, and he can FFA still, and that would have low crushed the 2A. Speaking of which, got clipped for it right there. You saw Hilda just rise ever so slightly. Yeah.
Attempted force function as a reversal, possibly attempting to read a throw.
I mean, the thing is, it'll beat 2A mash that we saw earlier, and it'll also beat throw. So it's a very good defensive maneuver that Hilda can do, but it just comes with a little bit of a risk of being countered. There's the FFA once again.
It can beat some 2A mash. I'm not sure if Chaos's 2A is one that it will high profile.
I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, just goes regular force function right there. Teleports out of the corner. That's new. All right. Goes in charge JC, dive kick. 2X.
Vorpal, Untold.
Pin. Yep. Oh, Veil Off. We are not dealing with no 50-50s today. Ooh, sets Ozzy. Good throw confirmed.
Is he going to cash out the meter or take advantage of the damage bonus?
Ooh, he's going to drop the combo and then not be able to cash out. Untold teleports out the corner. Good CS, but still gets clipped. And oh my god, the combo dropped. I would have killed. Oh, just up X out. Recognize the setup. All right, spends the meter on 236C, but it's absolutely nothing. 236A, Untold, comfortable blocking, going to have Vorpal, has the timer on his side as well. Whoa, killed Ozzy.
Wow.
Whoa, and the Hail of Blades managed to hit Trill. That was nuts. Okay.
Melody went for an interesting strategy up there, dropping the Gloom. I think the whole intent of dropping that Gloom was to kill Ozzy, leaving Trill a bit defenseless as he came down.
Like, who would think of that? Who?
This is certainly the first time I've ever seen it.
Like, I'm telling you, this match is different, dude. Concentrate, yeah, maintains the Vorpal cycle. Set the Gloom in order to hit on himself. It would make it a little more difficult for Trill to approach, okay?
I feel like Melody may have attempted to scout something else. Wow.
Ooh, wow, I am shocked that he got hit out of it. That move legit comes out at like frame 2. That was nuts.
It's not a reversal, but the move persists. The thing that surprises me was Trill's presence of mind to 6C and then immediately use his force function to roll through the projectile.
Yeah, that was nuts. Yeah, it's only like throwing from that super that he did. So
thrown projectile, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's not
that
like a whoa.
Should be this round.
Yeah.
Don't drop this. You have to finish your play. We've
do.
seen so many rounds lost to a crucial drop.
Yeah. Oh!
Ooh, catches the round start backdash, but not a full conversion.
Yeah. Set the Gloom. Trill respects it. 2-2C. Just checking to see what's up. Excuse Ozzy. All right. Pressure started. Very careful to make sure that Trill is nervous to shield. Maintain the Vorpal cycle now. All right, walks forward.
Was there a misinput there, you think? It seems like maybe there should have been a Gloom that just didn't come out.
I'm not too sure, honestly. It did look a little awkward, but we'll have to see. Oh!
Will this work?
Oh!
Yes, it does.
The projectile invuln didn't cover it.
Trill's force function, rather Infinite Worth, which is a ground tracking full screen reversal.
Oh, and Trill will take game 2.
Despite how that first game went, Trill looks fairly composed. Untold doesn't seem too rattled by it either, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Trill, the most obvious adjustment is that Trill is definitely remembered kind of when it's a better idea to shield and when he should probably not opt for it, because those were massive punishes that Untold got. On top of that, his reactions and honestly his knowledge in some of these situations is bonkers. Oh! But you eat a 50-50 all the same. Ain't nothing changed. Oh, good match from Untold.
Untold taking advantage of one of Hilda's strengths. While her buttons are a bit slow, they do have superior range to just about everyone else's.
Ooh. Managed to get the concentrate, but Trill just does raw assault J2C. All right, good shields. Yeah, that 6C is going to approach. Ooh.
I wonder what he hit with that 5C counter hit.
It may have been 5A. I'm not too sure there either. Ooh, gets tossed.
This should be death, I believe, especially with the resources Trill has. No?
Drop the combo. He definitely could have spent IW. Never mind. A grid break throw would definitely do it.
I didn't think he would have enough time from that distance to dash up and get a proper grain shield punish.
But here we are, yeah.
So yeah, now here's a bit of that chaos technique of just jumping back, hovering up in there in the air, and letting Ozzy do some of the work for you. Up until Ozzy was killed, that was.
Yeah. All right, solid damage. What's your opening looking like? Is that the Gloom? ILO. Oh! Did he just... Oh my god! All right.
Trill should be getting... Yep.
Yeah, takes the cycle. This. Both players very, very calm right now. They do not want to commit to something because this could... Ooh! Try to be a little tricky there and jump over the 236C, but 214C rather, but it did not work out.
Once again, the Gloom sniping Ozzy.
Yeah. That air Gloom delaying their momentum and killing Ozzy at the same time. That was crazy. All right, goes high this time, and that should be the round. All right, buddy. It's last game, last round. It's all on the line. T2X and round start. Manages to kill Ozzy. Very difficult for for Hilda in particular because of how long it takes for her moves up close and personal to her. And Ozzy needs to be killed by anything that's above an A normal, essentially. Ooh, right now it's looking all Trill here though.
Untold, yes.
Good veil off. Teleports. Good positioning. Blocks the overhead. Double.
Double overhead, yeah.
All right, sets the pin. Drop the Gloom. What's up? Veil off in kind. Oh, good backdash on the 2-2X. Good mash. Ozzy's out for a little bit. Trill will take the cycle this time. FF is blocked. Ooh, Trill with a good 236C on reaction. All right, this will definitely... This is so dicey. Gets a grid break throw, and that'll take it with Ozzy.
The damage on that grid break throw was so high.
Yeah, and
I mean, didn't even need anything else.
Yeah.
Woo. My heart was pounding a bit on that one.
I'm a little out of breath. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, that was an amazing set from both players. Really demonstrating what each is capable of in their adjustments. But remember, this is winners finals. Sorry, it's not winners finals. This is top 48 winners side. Untold may be out of winners, but
we'll see both of these players once again later on.
Yeah. Woo. Now we just got another game coming up, and I'm quite sure it'll be another nutty one. We got a lot of pretty strong people in this pool, and a couple of players that we haven't gotten a chance to see yet as well. I forget if not it was on winner side of top 48. If we get the chance to see him, that'll be super sick because we haven't seen any Wagner all day yet. Additionally, Squish is. I believe they are on winner's side, so we could have a chance to see them as well. However,
Our next match is definitely going to be another doozy. So the running theme of this like top 48 has been like, at least the stream has been like Hilda. So like, what if we told you there was like more Hilda coming up for you? Is that good? That's good? I mean, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So, so we have Blooming Lotus coming up on the stage here as well. And his opponent will be Big Black. Another Byakuya player, and Big Black has a very interesting story, I feel like, for this tournament, right?
For this tournament?
Yes. In particular, if only because if you've caught any Uni online, you've seen Big Black. He has been grinding this game so extensively, playing his butt off. He has continued on with it. If you caught his interview with Jushichi like earlier in the year, you would know that for sure. Very confident in his play, very strong player. Byakuya main from Florida. The only other major we actually got the chance to see him in was out of Red Bull Conquest. But since then, he's one of the players to watch out for. And an excellent Byakuya in his own right. Next to Blooming Lotus.
Big Black is one of those players that his growth over such a short period of time, considering, to my understanding, he started with Unis specifically.
I believe so. Side for damage. All right. You've seen it time and time again. If you caught Uni. Ooh. Try to get a little tricky with a mix-up there. Rekka and the CS. Maintain their turn. Grid break. You cannot get caught. Crouch shield in there, my friend. Solid damage. One web is set already. Probably going to see a super for the next two. There it is. 1, 2, 3. All right. Don't move. Get tossed. And that will take the round right there. Unless you drop. Oh, no.
There's the crucial drops.
I'd be cursing people. I'm so sorry.
Oh, he actually looks like Blooming Lotus was anticipating a backdash, just like apparently he was just now anticipating that dash B and called it out.
Yeah, like I said before, that FFA is super powerful. Nice purple script, but unfortunately the cycle wasn't over yet. Dash block, you can. Oh God, was looking for a dash normal from Big Black. All right, dash B from Big Black now. Good damage. 200 meter as well. Probably going to drag them to the corner off of this. Rekka super. Ooh, maybe a drop there.
There was
with
a
that,
misinput, but he still maintains a good position. I think he'll be able to capitalize off this and make up for it as though nothing happens.
Gonna be forced to spend CS likely? No. Manages to get out of there without spending it. Purple cycle is in Lotus's favor. Ooh, until he got grid broken. Web set for your trouble. What are you gonna do? And Big Black is just so patient. Look at that. Backed up, waited for Blooming Lotus to just take an action. And that's one of those things that Byakuya is very good at. He is designed in such a way that he is very good at making a player hang themselves and punishing them for it ruthlessly.
And even with a small mistake or two, I feel like he already had established enough respect. He was still able to enact the exact same game plan.
For sure.
Just Hilda things.
Yep, 50-50s. And where have I seen this before? Goes low, blocked. Lots of shields from Big Black, pushing Lotus out. Might be thinking about contesting with 66B or 5BB. Ooh, went for the throw, avoided the gloom. Oh my God!
I am surprised that actually didn't punish.
Yeah, that was absurd that both of them whiffed. Okay. Both kind of just maintaining a mid-range distance from each other right now. And there's one of those Byakuya staggers that Rekka is super potent for it as well.
Blooming Lotus was doing a very good job of spacing out Big Black. And while he has gotten a hit, if this is a bad situation, it really does just come down to, well, if Blooming Lotus just decides to finish it here.
With CS?
Oh, it's dangerous, but still alive.
Oh, CS, but does not have a fast enough anti-air to deal with that. Ooh, and just the up back JC. At that point, Big Black was just forced to approach given the amount of time that was left over. But Blooming Lotus knew that and then just opted to up back and then poke him and punish him for it. But here we go. Big Black responding in kind with the next round. Shields on the Rekka. Ooh, whiffed green shield.
Caught stand teching, it looks like there.
Yep. Ooh, red beat combo. You don't see those too often. Oh my god.
This might be enough.
Yeah, this is enough. He's dead.
Yes.
He's dead. This is like web super, veil off into IW. Goodbye.
Kanoshine.
I hate Byakuya as last. It makes me so mad when I play against him. I'd be like, here's the dumb little kid who's just pissing me off because he got webs.
Actual cannibal Byakuya.
God, there's just so much that Character's sick though in game. I hate playing against him though, but it is what it is. It's cool. Ooh, assault. Good blocks. With green shield. Didn't dash up, not close enough for the throw. Ooh, nice stagger there on the 2C. Alright, this will be good damage into Web Oki. Yeah. Spend the meter. 1, 2. Alright, time for you to guess. Ooh, good throw tech. And that gets rid of the webs. Oh my god! That is the most patient I've seen them all day. Oh!
What is the punish here going to be?
Hopefully nice and big. There you go. Gets the pin.
Lotus seemed to choose to go for a setup here mostly.
Oh my god, he nearly got smoked for that crouch shield right there. Alright, good blocks. Flip with a 2-2B, yeah. Oh, purple strip. Alright, sets the bloom. What you got for us? High low, overhead, doesn't get the follow-up, but then the scramble situation picks up. Yes. Alright, what's the mix? Restand?
He went for
oh my god! Counter hit throw. Lotus putting his fist in the air, feeling I would feel real good after that one. And they are already going into it.
That trick at the very end, I know, is a reset that Blooming Lotus is very fond of, but I think Big Black was maybe familiar enough with seeing it. He was able to handle it.
Yeah, he recognized it and got the blocks, but the follow-up situation afterwards just didn't work out in his favor. Bloom is set up. Hot trying to dash forward. All right, sets the pin. All right, what's the Oki here? Has Vorpal cycle now. High low, goes high. Ooh, 5A. With the air tech. Nice rebeat, concentrates a little bit. Decides to spend the CS. Oh my goodness. Got a Byakuya with a lot of resources to play with.
I don't think anyone was expecting him to be able to reach with that throw in time.
Yeah, that was actually wildly big. All right, green shield. Lotus playing very calmly, recognizing that the onus is on Big Black. Guard thrust gets blocked, no punish for it though. Nice rebeats on his pressure. Teleports out of the corner. Now he's at a good spacing and an excellent punish.
So I'll be real with you for a moment. I hate that normal. Mostly because of how tricky it actually is. It's great that she has it, but I really hate seeing the graphic and thinking that there's no way that that would hit me, and then getting launched.
It is a damn shame.
If you do it low enough to the ground, she basically is stabbing you in the feet, but it's still an overhead.
Yep. Ooh, concentrates while Big Black just mashes shield. Vasily has the Vorpal, Vasily has the grid advantage right now.
Oh, that 5C, I'm guessing, was meant to be something else, and that's how you know it's high-level play. One single mispress of a button can suddenly reverse things entirely and put you in the corner.
Oh my god.
And then you get your shield broken.
Now your shield broken, your opponent has CS. You tried to mash on Byakuya Web Oki. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to get hit for that.
Into the net play web reset.
Yeah. Oh my god, okay.
Patience on.
Blocks the charge 5C and the pin following up. Ooh, 6-B beats out Hilda's.
I feel like that was the closest that 6-6C could have possibly been while still hitting. And
yeah.
Thank God for that. Otherwise, both these characters whiffing big normals in each other's faces is a recipe for disaster.
Yes, indeed. Throw tech achieved. Again. And we are out of the corner. I am now showing you your new residence, the corner you just put me in earlier. Crazy how that works. All right.
House swap, I guess.
Pretty much, yeah. High low, gets clip low. Not going to kill. But depending on if he gets a counter hit next hit, he can definitely spell the end of Big Black. Oh, opts to spend the meter, has 100 left over. Yeah, this next hit will kill. Clip with the 2A, and Lotus Can you finish it off? Yes, he can. Lotus takes it 2-1 over Big Black. Woo.
So I think from now on, I'm going to dub any interaction like that where one person whiffs a button and the other person immediately in their combo side swaps them into Oki. Well, let's just call that trading spaces.
Trading spaces. All right, and this top 48 has been absolutely nuts. Trust us, we've got a lot more games coming up for you, but we're going to take a quick little break. And hey, stay tuned. If you thought those matches were nuts, it is only up from here. I'm Toledo.
I'm Outlaw Vinegar.
And it has been a pleasure. We'll see you guys around later.
Thanks so much.
Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody, to Climax of Night 4. We are here with Under Night Top 16. I am Cookie, joined by
Tari. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy bracket. I mean, we've already seen a lot of upsets. You know, I know in loser side it wasn't on stream.
Yeah.
But Red Blade almost knocked out by Spinach. We have Foxip almost dying as well. Got a lot of crazy matches.
that Red Blade versus Spinach set. I know was recorded on a shaky cam, but good lord, Spinach played his heart out. But that last interaction in the last round where they both mashed 5A, and then Wagner won anyways because of her privileged 5A. I was just like, get that out of here.
Dude, so I know that you said it's on shaky cam, but when I was saying that, it's not just on one shaky cam. I saw like 5 different people holding their cameras up over the crowd trying to get this footage of a screen. It's like this big on their camera. It's like, anyway, I think we're going straight into the first match here. Top 16, let's go.
Now this is wild. This is a qualified to top 8 match. Lufel on one side, Masoma on the other. The crazy thing about Lufel is he is a recent player to the New York scene who basically, he gets like top 8 in the brackets and he does well, but he's never really taken an LP when the strong contenders are there.
I know a lot of people find that his playstyle is maybe a little bit disrespectful, right?
Yes.
But I think at the same time, if you go into a tournament, playing disrespectfully gets you really far.
Yes.
Over-respecting opponents is never a good thing. However, Masoma really showing that he's ready for this. Backwards hit, unfortunate, still gets the Oki.
Masoma, the young prodigy, back from CO 2019, where he made top 8 and showed everyone that he's got them young man reactions.
Oh yeah, the double shield on
The
Clem
double
back there.
shield, yep.
Looking really strong here. Masoma going to get that knockdown in the corner. Gets a reset, actually. Catches the 2A on Fonon's wake up, and that's going to be the round, 200
Yep.
meter into the next one.
Very fast. Get that done. Masoma is a very strong contender, both with offense and defense, and I think Lufel's going to struggle very much to try to open him up. He is a patient player.
Yeah, forces the meter usage by blocking that overhead. Oh, interesting. Full screen low from Fonon.
He's going to zone. Got the life lead.
Yeah, Lufel feeling pretty good about just spacing this out. Masoma gets in, though, and he has the Vorpal cycle. He can take his pressure, take her into the corner. Catches with the low.
Stand shield? That look like a stand shield to me.
Yeah, Grid Crush. Suddenly, everything looking really bad for Lufel.
All right, jail time. We've seen it 100 times before. What's the difference?
The low this time. The new move for UNICLR.
This is what people were talking about yesterday. They say when Masoma has Vorpal, his Byakuya becomes like Seth.
I mean, you have to respect that move. It is not a very good move outside of basically that situation.
Yes.
But if you know where to use it and use it well, here you go. 2-0 to open this up, basically.
Not dead. Oh, he didn't CS it.
I mean, yeah, I think with the CS, he probably could have wrecked it to death, but one more chance for Lufel. One more chance.
Oh my god. 5VV. Oh my god, that's the addition to clear that Byakuya got, and everyone says
Not
that
necessary.
this is
right?
normal is dumb and disjointed.
It's helping him out here. Really strong start from Masoma. You know, Lufel was doing a pretty good job of zoning, but as soon as Masoma got that Vorpal cycle, he waited out the first 17 seconds, gets the cycle, pushes his way in by jumping in with a web, and all bets are off.
That's a lot of like the win conditions in some of these matchups. So like you think you're gonna get zoned out, but if you wait the 17 seconds and you win that cycle, all of a sudden your neutral becomes a lot scarier, and you can put yourself face to face with your opponent.
Let's see if Lufel has anything to say. Oh, wow. Are you serious? Round start dash C from Masoma. Actually catches almost. Lufel made it past it, though.
Oh, boy.
Corner
Oh, God.
Oki, assault against the 1 AD from Lufel. And again, a guard crush in the corner into another setup.
That's one thing that you notice with Lufel plays a lot is he relies heavily on shield when he comes to wake up and blocking.
And that is going to be pretty close to the end of the round.
If he spends the resources,
it is. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to spend it, though.
No, just going to put him in jail.
Oh, wait,
no.
he is spending it.
Yep, and then, yep.
I mean,
Just
I guess
like
for Masoma at this point, he's, basically he's been extremely dominant so far in this match. I guess he doesn't feel like he needs to hold on to the resource.
It also could be that he's been winning the Vorpal cycle so frequently.
Has he lost it at all yet?
Yeah, and because Byak builds so much meter. He went from like 10 meter to 60, and he didn't even finish the combo.
Another Grid Crush. You know, really, the name of the game so far has just been Grid Crush after Grid Crush after Grid Crush.
Yeah.
Lufel doesn't even have a chance to win the Vorpal cycle, and Masoma baits out the veil off. That is so painful.
He's not dead, but...
He's not dead, but he has one touch.
Grid Crush. What a wake-up 5C. What a madman.
Lufel really trying to make this work, but Masoma's actually zoning Phonon. What is this?
Masoma's playing with him. Masoma's actually just playing with him.
Byakuya zoning Phonon.
It's true. Got
One
nice
for the
tech.
TRM. Okay, Lupo does get the low, but no confirm. Did I say low? I don't think that was a low.
Yep. Yep. All right. Now all of a sudden this is a game. Never mind, he teched it. All right. What is it? What is it?
You know, Masoma's sitting on 7 blocks of grid. If he wants to, he can get a triple ground bounce combo at this point.
Masoma's going to time him out. Unless level gets him, Masoma's going to time him out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He just gets the 5-8. And Masoma will close it out. That was so dominant.
Yeah, that was what most of us expected coming into this matchup and coming into most of this weekend. Masoma is just too strong. The kid has put in so much work both in this game and Type Lumina.
And I think you could really see like his reactions, his decision making, everything is really fast.
Yes.
It's extremely fast to the point
That
where
kid
it's
is
actually
19.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
But yes, of course, as you said, he's 19. When he was first on the scene though, right? It's not 19, he was 17.
Yes. And he killed Merc twice with the shield on the correct frame on 2360.
Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. I see Silent coming up.
It's Silent versus Trill.
And Trill.
This is another winners to get into top 8. All of these are going to be qualifying into top 8. Every single match here.
This is a match we've seen in the past in, back in UniST.
Yeah.
But I think this is the first time we're going to see them play on stage here in UNICLR, and both players haven't really fought each other too much prior to this.
No, but the odds are stacked in Silent's favor. Trill, as known with a lot of the other older heads, have not played clear a lot. And Silent has been good at playing consistently and also curating the Texas scene. A lot of those players came here, and a lot of them made top 48.
Yeah, Silent's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes here. I think Trill, to some degree, it's actually a bit of a surprise that he stayed on winner's side. You look at all of the other big names. You got Red Blade again, right? Like Red Blade, you have Fox up. I know Squish is in losers. Lolly Michael got knocked out. 2 Gig is in losers.
Yep.
It's all of the old names are just dropping out like flies. Yeah. And somehow Trill's still floating up here. So I think, you could say Trill he's out of practice. Right, you saw him drop a lot of combos in his top 48 match just to get into top 16.
Yeah.
But he is still one of the most analytical players here. Mm-hmm. So you can't sort of understate the fact that he can still make hard reads.
Yes, absolutely.
And he adapts quickly. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. Silent definitely still should be on top of his game though. So
yeah, a lot of people have been dubbing Silent as the protagonist over Red Blade. Silent has been dubbed as the protagonist over the last basically like 4 or 5 years of his uni career. He has just gotten better and better and better
just
and
the
better.
slow grind, the slow
yeah.
grind. You have to have your rivals so that you can beat them at the end and then become friends.
I remember back in 2018, the first Climax, he was my first or second match in uni pools, and I cooked him. 2-0. I cooked him. And now 4 years later, this man is on a match going into top 8 qualifiers of one of the most stacked uni tournaments we've had, like, in forever.
I mean, UNICLR, this tournament has been one of the most remarkable sort of turnouts we've had. I know a lot of people actually couldn't even make it.
Yeah.
We had, I know Infinity, for example, was planning to come out. You couldn't make it. There are a
TTK
couple other
well.
people. Yeah, TTK. But even with that, the level of skill on display in this tournament is leagues beyond what we've expected.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like, the funny thing is that we say that, and Lolly Michael drowned in pools. He drowned. One of the best Batistas we used to have in ST drowned in pools.
I think it really goes to show that the game now, I think we're witnessing like a changing of the guard in a lot of ways, right? Like a lot of the old players, pandemic hit, Sing's sort of quieted down. Not a lot of net play for a lot of regions, actually, right?
Yes.
So you see a lot of the older players sort of just backing off and fading away, moving on to Final Fantasy 14.
It's funny because a lot of the players in this top 16 play FF14.
It's the anime fighting game retirement home. But what you actually are seeing now is a lot of the newer players and younger players are actually coming up. They're picking up the game, and they are picking it up really fast. Their skill level has risen dramatically faster than back when EL came out originally. There was a really long curve before people actually became good at the game.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think we're looking at people overtaking the old top 8 favorites anytime now.
A lot of Zoomers came out to this tournament, so we kind of been finding the distinction versus the Zoomers and the Boomers and however you do it, the old pre-COVID, post-COVID. Like a lot of the net players who came up during COVID time actually came out here.
Yeah, I would like to see actually at this point, I don't know when the next time we're going to have a chance to do it, but it would be really interesting at this point to see Japan versus the world again.
Yes. It's going to be a long time coming, but I think if we get another chance at EVO, I think it can happen. I think if EVO happens offline and we get another chance, I think that's when we'll find a lot of Japan coming back out from Uni.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that we do get another run at EVO, but I see Trill has arrived in his seat, so I suspect, I cannot speak English, we will be starting shortly.
Chaos versus Phonon.
Should be an interesting one. It's traditionally been not that bad, I think, for Chaos, but it's still a little bit rough.
I think it's pretty even. Like, even they both have like their zoning.
The zoning
tools.
is really strange.
Yeah,
in this
it's
matchup.
very different.
I think Phonon definitely, I find that Phonon still has the better tools in neutral than Chaos. But definitely when you get to that sort of corner situation where you're trying to apply pressure, yeah, it's hard to really call who will take this.
I think like defensively, like, yes, Phonon has like 6-2-3C, but I think at the end of the day, like Chaos still has like jump forward, jump A.
Yeah,
like, that's still a ridiculous defensive option.
Jump A, and as I'm sure we've seen in a lot of Trill's matches prior, he calls the Lizard and then he CS's, and that's still one of the fastest things in the game.
It's like, what is it, like frame 1 or 2 after?
In the previous version of the game, I think it was like frame 3 was where he manages to get the CS out.
Yeah.
So it's basically guaranteed on that frame, and the Lizard just charges at you and swipes, and there we go.
I think, isn't Ozzy almost instant right after it?
Yeah, Ozzy is very fast off of that.
All right, they're ready. It's time. Silent with the fit. Silent has been on with the fit all weekend.
Silent's been looking really good so far. And Trill, a little bit shaky, but he's been pulling it through as well. So definitely going to be pretty interesting. Hey, a button check. We haven't seen these in a while.
Oh, I've been seeing them all day yesterday. Literally, Kamone gave us the ability to do this in the character select screen, and they said no.
No, see, what this is you can tell these are old generation players because they come from an era we didn't have the ability to set buttons in the character select screen.
Exactly. No.
So Silent is playing Betrayal of Savior.
I think Silent went and... Wait, that's a DLC color. That was 39.
All right, here we go. Going into it now. Round start. Pressure from Phonon. He gets the force function, though, by accident. And I think at that range, there's nothing he can do with it. Trill punishing it.
It's already a big health lead. So fast. Ozzy combos can do actually quite a lot without Chaos being there.
But you have to respect the fact that Silent just holding it down and winning the Vorpal cycle off of all of that Ozzy pressure. Oh, he gets the empty assault into Grid Crush Assault.
I wonder what OS that was. It was a very late OS. All right, big damage. Silent, the man with all the optimal combos. He has them all. You will die.
Silent getting that overhead, forced to use the meter because he doesn't have Vorpal.
Look at the grid. How do you lose this cycle?
You don't. You just get hit. Trill in the corner, very low health off. Silent with a mistake.
Make it plus, yeah. Nice tech.
Good throw tech, 6C from Trill though.
Now that's a classic. That's an ST.
Having said that, Silent 100 meter here. He does have that Vorpal cycle. If Trill makes a mistake here somewhere, Silent can punish. No opportunity, but he gets the overhead and the conversion with the meter.
Now that is a big thing coming into a lot of these matchups. How much someone has labbed against Phonon 6FF. That is the key to a lot of these matchups now with that added and clear.
I was going to say, Silent also with that CS managed to carry over 100 meter, but he burns it immediately around start. Doesn't get anything for it. Interesting. Nice shield from... Jeez Louise, what the heck was that? Wow. Trill's shielding that jump and calling Ozzy, but Ozzy's on the wrong side of the screen.
Oh boy, scary, scary.
Both players just staring each other down. Trill wanted Silent to push the button because Ozzy was there, but nothing. He's trying to bait him out with the VO. Again, Silent patience.
Keeping it smooth, keeping it clean.
Good shielding here from Silent. Again with the double assault grid crush. Trill falling prey to the same trick twice.
Silent's very good at using his empty assaults. I'm actually surprised I didn't punish. Got it. Vorpal cycle halfway.
Silent gets the throw. He has a chance to win the Vorpal cycle here. He does get it on the assault. Trill pushed a throw. I think that was just stand deck.
Optimal. Yes, VO.
There's your damage.
Yep,
that
dead.
will do it. Silent showing off optimal routes here in the corner. First game goes to Silent.
That VO combo is reminiscent of the 2-2C CS VO stuff with Gord.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's fun watching those types of VO combos because honestly, not a lot of characters do them.
Yes. And your Wagner, you definitely don't do them. You just die. Oh, that was scary.
This time Trill actually stands shielding on the air normals. Wow, 5BB, and he gets the pickup because Silent does not tech. Trill just trying to make sure he continues his turn, goes for the throw, but you know what? Ozzy actually makes it so it's safe.
Okay, he dropped a lot of these VO combos last time. He did it again!
He actually gets a reset briefly. Silent teching and pushing, jumping. Nice block on the side swap. Unfortunately, Silent still gets opened up by stacker pressure.
Nice concentrate, wins himself the cycle. 100 meter now, Ozzy's gone though.
Oh, Trill trying to make this happen. He gets grid crushed.
Nice
Good recognition on the green shield
yeah,
here.
That was nice. Vorpal cycle going to Silent. This can be a one-touch game.
You see the rising jump A?
Yes. That is a crucial key to Chaos's defensive play against a lot of characters.
There's the overhead. Trill, we're not ready, but Silent drops the combo. And Trill's going to win the Vorpal cycle right here. He gets hit, that's it.
Nice delayed TP to catch him trying to do anything. What a
trade. That actually kills Ozzy. Silent with the veil off immediately. He gets the punish. Trill veil off in return.
Yeah, baited. Baited by the 6-6B and then float back.
That's a lot of damage. 4,300 right off the bat. Delayed throw from Trill gets the throw combo. Slightly delayed Ozzy as well, just to make sure that works. However, Silent techs out of the corner, uses Vorpal to guard thrust Trill back in. There's the overhead. Trill not biting this time. He's had enough of getting grid crushed there. Oh, that's a mistake from Silent. Unable to get punished, though.
Full screen pressure. There we go. Finally using some of the 2-2X stuff. Trill has been not using that stuff all tournament, and that is very good to Chaos's game plan and clear.
It's very, very high block stun. Interesting. Slight drop again. Another guard thrust from Silent. 5BB. That might... No, Trill can't convert. Ozzy will do the trick.
That combo is one of my favorite Chaos combos, the neutral jump falling normals. There's only one Chaos I see use it, and that's Jake.
Silent just pushing his way in. Nice.
Nice
Trill opting not to risk any of those shields now. He's just defending sort of passively, and it's working out. Run up 5A just connects for Silent, though.
Didn't work out there. Silent usage of Assault is very good. Very scary if you're on this defense.
I think... Okay, Silent saw that. Silent definitely saw that 1 AD from Trill on that CS. He knows what Trill's up to now on defense.
That damage, 3.3. Not too bad for a CS with 100 meter.
Game is pretty even. Oh, Silent with the shield, and he gets the geyser.
That's one of his best starters, by the way. That is one of Phonon's best starters.
Not as good as it was in ST 1.0. Silent still trying to open Trill up with this double assault. Again with the lizard. 6C for Trill. He gets the conversion.
Oh my god, he's dropping his combos though.
No conversion. Silent does not get the grid crush throw. Veil off from Trill. One chance. He gets
That's it.
Silent mashes on wake up.
Okay. As long as he didn't drop it. He's dropped every single VO combo I've seen in the last hour.
You can see Trill letting out a sigh of relief there. He actually converts the veil off combo. He went for a simple route, didn't go for the second lizard tail swipe.
Yeah.
Just went straight into Fireball into Ilex.
Yes. He didn't want to drop it again.
Definitely did not want to drop that. That was his chance to make sure that he had another opportunity to take this.
All right, 1-1. That green shield was obvious.
Grid crush throw to open up the game. Double throw from Silent. Trill suddenly in the corner. Triple throw.
Throw.
4 for 4. And the assault jump bait catching Trill up backing. Doesn't get a conversion, but the low into another grid crush.
Baited the high shield by delaying his landing and gets the 2C immediately after.
Look at Trill's meter. He has 28 meter after getting hit for the entire round.
And he just got hit out of FF. 2A to catch the FF. Silent is in control. Oh boy.
Bit of a mistake, but why did that hit?
Oh my god.
It wasn't even a counter hit. I honestly
going on?
Don't understand what just happened in that sequence. Trill once again caught by the low. This time though, Silent wasn't ready for it. He didn't think it was going to connect. Trill, 86 meter. He can't even bail off if he wants to. He does win the Vorpal cycle, gets hit by the overhead, but Silent tries to use meter and it's in the corner, doesn't convert correctly. Lizard killed. But the bail off paying off again for Trill. Gets the throw this time, but will he actually be able to convert this? He has not yet made this work. He goes for the simple version, but he doesn't get it again. There's a button from Silent on that CS. Trill unable to do anything. No meter, no Lizard.
He has a Lizard, but he has no meter nor CS.
Oh, dangerous
Nice
blocks.
blocks.
One more chance for Trill. That throw will not close it out, but wake up mash, and Silent will take it convincingly.
He's feeling it, bro.
We see Silent, the last remaining old player in the winner's side of the bracket.
He's feeling it, bro. Silent's on a tear this tournament. He's
Silent's
trying to
been
take
playing
it.
really well.
Yes. Yeah. And the funny enough, I think who he has to face in top 8 is a person who's been one of his rivals in Texas, and that's Masoma.
Is that really the next match in top 8 for them?
Oh, no, it is on the other side. He has to face either Knots or Jake. But if they win that,
then they have to fight.
They have to fight.
Yeah,
and that's crazy because Silent has been pretty consistently beating Masoma in their Texas tournament. Funny enough, Silent only lost one of their monthlies recently to a Gourd player.
To a Gourd player?
Yes, by the name of Eggplant. He's probably watching the stream. Eggplant, you should have showed up.
You could have knocked Silent into losers, staged another upset just like all the rest.
Yeah, Eggplant is probably one of the best Gourd players in the States right now. Been consistently playing and he's consistently very good. But yeah, that was like the first time in like 4 or 5 months that Silent has been dethroned at a monthly, and it was by a Gourd player.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty funny.
I mean, again, we can't really understate just how much the skill level has risen overall. It's absolutely insane. For anyone who's tuning in now, by the way, this is Climax of Night 4. This is top 16 for Under Night. We're getting pretty close to the end of the day. Top 8 coming up soon.
Yeah, on the other stream is Melty Top 8 happening right now, and then right after that on Funky P will be Under Night Top 8. So if you're watching this and it ends, you want to go over to Funky P to catch the rest of the bracket. Yeah, so we have Knots versus Jake.
Yep.
Knots is a West Coast Wagner. No, Texas.
No, yeah, he's not a West Coast. He's definitely not West Coast.
it's Mario and who's the other Wagner that came? I think it was just Mario.
No, it's just Mario. Snappy is the West Coast Chaos who randomly decided to play
Zenny
Wagner for one match. I don't remember.
So it's Knots is Texas. This is another Texan. There's a lot of Texans in this top 16.
But this is definitely going to be interesting, right? It's Wagner versus Chaos. We've seen this match, I think, 2 times already in this tournament.
Yeah, something like that.
2 or 3 times on stream already. So this is, you know, we're in top 16 now. Let's see how both these players approach it. I know Knots is pretty aggro, so...
If you want an enigma of a person himself, the man Jake, the man Big Horny, doesn't frequently go out to, you know, like locals and stuff like that. Net plays a lot. This man Net plays a lot. And he was also here in 2019 and did very well. I don't remember if he made top 8. I know he made top 16. But probably one of the most optimal Chaoses we've seen. You know, Gosuda is like, he's like the adjudicator when it comes to how people should be playing Chaos and how he should be doing his combos. But I think Jake is like the encyclopedia for Chaos combos.
One thing I really like about this top 16 that we've been seeing so far is there's actually been quite a few duplicate characters.
Yes.
Which, you know, in a lot of ways, people don't necessarily like seeing that. But I actually am really enjoying it because every single one of these players plays the character differently from each other.
Yeah.
So you were actually seeing 2 very different Chaoses, for example, right? Different Wagners.
Yeah, we still have Red Blade and Losers.
Yeah. This is a pretty interesting situation. Wagner got the push into the corner and then just got thrown by Chaos. Nice assault grid crush here from Knots.
That was a very early shield. I don't know if he was trying to OS something, but that was a very early shield.
Classic Wagner game plan, get that Vorpal cycle.
Yeah, party time.
Having Veil off means you get all of this damage as well. And it's a one-touch game for Wagner. Chaos just sort of losing health slowly to these sword normals as well. Sword equip means that there's a lot
Lost
of
the
chip
Vorpal
damage.
cycle too to not shield it.
No!
That was BDP.
Yeah, I was going to say, there definitely should have been a DP there.
Yeah, that should have been a BDP.
But somehow he actually got the block. Typically when you miss the DP, but you just get hit.
Yeah, that is true.
Knott's feeling pretty comfortable here running offense. There's not a lot of hesitation, just pushing forward, going for these assaults. Delayed, overhead, catches the low mash from Chaos.
Yeah, low crushed him. Because that does push you airborne for a little bit. Big damage again. Party time.
Once more, the throw into the into DP, into IW.
Working on a perfect. A Vorpal cycle and 2 buffs. Both buffs gone.
Chaos just down backing in the corner, not feeling comfortable to challenge any of Wagner's buttons. It is very terrifying when you are in this situation.
Oh, here comes the 2-2X stuff. The stuff you didn't see from Drill, you will see from
Why
Jake.
is he still holding the Ozzy though? Ozzy just decided he did not want to help.
So one of the things that came with the 2-2X change with Chaos actually gives him a true 50-50 mid-screen. It gives him a true 50-50 off of FF with a 2-2X mid-screen. I actually talked with Gosuda about it, and he said it's true. It's 100% true. You got to guess left or right.
So there is, I'm sort of curious about this because we were looking at a lot of these 50-50 situations the other day. Well, let's discuss this after the match, but I mean, we got into it and immediately Wagner takes Chaos into the corner again. Honestly, I think Knott's is just feeling really comfortable with this matchup. To some degree, it's also a matter of, do you think Knott's is really thinking about Chaos at all? I feel like a lot of this is just, Wagner running her game.
So, the funny thing is, if you look at Knott's sponsor, BNP, if you'd like to know, Snappy is also part of the same group. Gosuda is also part of the same group.
Good God.
So if you want to know,
all the chaoses you could possibly
Knott's
want.
has more than enough knowledge of how to run this matchup.
But again, I don't even know if he needs to demonstrate any of it right now. He's getting into the corner, and that's all he needs to do. Nice kill on Ozzy early with 5B. Does get hit by Chaos immediately afterward, however.
Gosuda giving me the thumbs up. He agrees. All right, 3,800. Nice
BDP. All right, Jake finally opting to start challenging here, and it's working out pretty well.
All right, Jake finally with some control. Only on set point for Knott.
DP. Not missed this time. Oh, the up back shield not punished. Another DP. EX DP this time. That's 3 for 3 on the CSs.
Plus.
Throw. Wagner did not have Vorpal.
Oh, it's a one-touch game. He's
That's
dead.
it.
He lost Vorpal off of that.
He
oh,
drops
boy.
the combo. That's a surprising one to drop. He's been landing all of the harder connections.
Yes. Is he gonna try to FF here? No.
Interesting. Chaos just going for a same side, expecting a mash from Wagner, and the late 2C will catch a standing Chaos and close out the game.
I don't know what he did. He just stood.
He definitely just stood. I don't know. It looked like he maybe took a step back. He was trying to space out and just got caught.
That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, no, that is one of the comfiest matchups Knott/Randy can be in. It's like that's so unfortunate for Jake because I don't know how much Wagner experience he has, but I know Knott has that matchup down to a science because
Welcome home because all he does is play
has
them.
beat it into every single person on their team. He has literally beat in how to beat that little nerd with a book.
Oh my.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you run into people who are to some degree specialists against your character, and some people have sub-characters for that reason, right? You switch to a different character, you want to have a better matchup against that particular player or against that particular character. But in this case, we got to see that, Knott's dominance against Chaos.
Yeah, I mean, that is how it be. Oh my God, what is this match? Oh boy, this is Big Black versus 2 GB.
Yeah, this is the loser side, I believe.
Yes,
so
it is.
Whoever loses this is out.
So, I mean, 2 GB from. Is he from SoCal? Or
No,
is he
he's NorCal.
Yeah,
He's a NorCal player.
Listen,
so
I don't know.
2Gig, took a long hiatus from the game, and he used to be back in EL. He was the most dominant player, winning almost every tournament as Carmine.
Yeah.
Then, you know, ST comes out, 2Gig drops off the face of the planet for, I don't know, like 3 years or something.
Yeah.
Then he comes back and he's playing with his curse box. I want to point out, this is the curse box. It has every possible thing you could possibly not want to see a player have. It has a button that does opposite inputs, so you can dash block. He has a 3-frame DP.
He's got a what?
He has a touchpad on there that I believe has 4 quadrants that do different things depending on where he touches.
I just thought when they posted the curse box on Twitter, I just thought it was an amalgamation of ugly layouts of buttons.
No, it's literally every possible input you could want on the face of a single stick.
That is.
And every single button and every single type of input on there is technically tournament legal.
I don't. How does one?
It is cursed.
How does one come up with such?
It was
such
so
a loophole?
cursed that when he first built it, it caved in under the weight of all the buttons.
Hey, what?
Yes, it actually caved in. There were so many buttons, there was no structural integrity on the face of the stick.
Oh my good lord. Oh hey, there's that Carmine.
Yes, 2Gig, you know, the definitely the UNICLR Carmine player.
Carmine player.
Definitely.
2Gig was also one of the first clear players and late ST players doing the 50-50 with Nanase.
Yes, yeah. So 2Gig has been a massive advocate of just how powerful Nanase's actual Oki setups are. And a lot of people actually sort of downplayed that or didn't believe in how strong that was. But, you know, experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to block
Some
because it
people
is
are
actually
like,
a high-low.
You can see it. Some people are like you can use an audio cue.
Yeah, it is a high-low. It is safe on block. It's actually plus on block if set up correctly. And you can't even fail off. You can't do much. 2 throws here to open it up for 2Gig, pushing into the corner, trying to get some pressure with these delayed assaults. Nice jump shield from Big Black, but I don't think he was actually ready for it himself.
Yeah, big damage. Good stuff.
And here we go, the overhead. 2Gig does not get his conversion, but that was a 50-50 setup.
Oh boy, that's dead, yeah.
Fireball remains one of Nanase's best starter. I'm actually sort of curious what Big Black went for there.
Bam, yes, perfect. Oh, that's wild. Starting off strong, 2Gig, 1 round over Big Black. Big Black was one of the projected and predicted top 8ers and possibly winners of this tournament.
But he has to make it through 2Gig first. Nice spacing from Big Black. That 2B catching Nanase's extended hurt box and the 2C actually reaching far enough to pick up for a combo. Into the corner, and here comes Byakuya's Oki. We were talking about Nanase's 50-50s, but with Byakuya, you always have to respect this throw game with all the webs in the corner as well.
Oh, there it is.
And there's the web to pick it up back into another web Oki setup.
Stealing all of your grid in the process.
Oh, a bit of a drop. He goes for the throw as well. Nanase, 2Gig ready for it. The fireball connects, coming from behind.
He was still pressing. I wonder why.
And 2Gig with a lot of meter on deck. He has that Vorpal cycle. He can push. And look at that. Big Black suddenly in the opposite corner. He's going to have to deal with Oki. Nice shielding.
Triple overhead, but yeah, it was like a nice shield. Vorpal cycle. Yeah, that backdash was going to give it to him.
Good challenge. Big Black, you should be able to close out the round. He's going to have to meter dump.
Should only need 1 bar.
It should just be the Rekka super, right?
Yes. He didn't do it.
Oh, okay. He's doing this one. Interesting. He wants the extra meter, but unfortunately it ends up costing him more because he went for the web super.
He did end up with 60 at the end of it, so not the biggest resource dump.
I respect that decision though, right? He was thinking maybe I can get this, maybe I can get the extra 60 meter going forward instead of losing meter.
Bam, yep, another throw. Got him!
The meaty dash B low from Nanase actually plus in that situation. Here comes the 50-50, the late dash B connects. That might actually be it. 2Gig should be able to CDO here. Not quite enough damage, it won't be enough.
Oh, got it!
Is! No, not quite!
I was close though.
I don't think that actually connected correctly. He gets the grid crush assault.
That was almost another perfect.
I've actually never seen 2Gig go for that. You know, maybe that's why I've never seen him go for that. That looked really unstable. But unpunishable.
Yeah. I was actually surprised that the Big Black didn't come down with him and actually just fell out on top.
Yeah, somehow he was still floating at the top of the screen. I think he also forward teched.
Yes.
2Gig again.
Good lord.
These dash 5A throws have been working wonders. Like, I think almost every single one's landed.
Yes.
It's actually been getting worse for Big Black. That was the first time he got grid crushed by it. Lucky not to get punished by that fireball from 2GIG.
And Big Black has been, you know, seen and stated as to have a very strong defense, like on the
Again.
levels of Clear Lamp.
5A throw. There's the overhead connecting. You know, 2GIG is just repeatedly doing these fireballs, and Big Black just holding down back.
Got him!
Command throw. Not really command throw, I guess, but nice
Yes.
defense here from 2GIG.
That's
Good
the
jump.
correct way to deal with that situation.
You can also DP it.
That is true, but if you have no resources and you can't DP, the way to deal with that is stand block the top web so the command grab does not hit you.
Big Black trying to make this run happen. Dash B doesn't get punished for it. He didn't cancel. 2GIG thought he would cancel him direct, and Big Black should be able to close out.
Yeah, he got the Vorpal Cycle off of that too, so that extra damage is going to help.
Yeah, he's going to be able to do it this time. This time, he should be able to get all of his meter. Nope, again. Web really is not worth it. The Web Super is really not working out.
It's not. I wonder why he's just not going for Rekka into CS.
Nice 3 COS here from 2GIG. Good anti-air. Yeah, I've sort of been expecting Big Black to just do CS into the EX Rekka.
Yeah.
But so far, not the choice.
Oh,
5B! You know, 2GIG was actually pushing the fireball up to catch a jump, but his 5B hit as well.
Yeah.
Vorpal strip.
Got it! That green shield actually lasted so long.
Did you see how far Honestly ran to
Yes.
get that as well?
I was
She
actually
moved so
surprised.
fast. All right, 2GIG burning that Vorpal CS, getting in there and closing the game out with another 5A throw.
2GIG on set point. That's actually ridiculous. 2GIG is on set point over Big Black right now.
You know, how much experience does Big Black have fighting against
I
Honestly?
have genuinely no idea because I do not know a lot of nanas who still play outside of like Wish and 2GIG.
Yeah, I mean, Nanase is definitely a pretty unique character to play against. Her Oki and the way she pressures 2GIG with a massive mistake, dropping his combo. He's stuck in bail off. He's going to lose all his meter.
Yeah,
Big Black should just end this in a web super. Drain it out. Drain it out.
Yeah, give yourself the setup and then why did that do 500? That almost gave him 4K off of that hit.
There's a TRM attempt. 2GIG. 2GIG doing 5As and just baiting things out from Big Black. Big Black with the dash B counter hit. Doesn't even pick it up into a
Doesn't
combo,
even
though.
try.
5A run under from 2GIG.
All right, you might have to eat a 50-50 here.
Nope. There is another tick throw. Here comes
There
the
it comes.
50-50. There's the low. 2GIG
That's dead.
is in the right spot. Yeah, he's just going to EXDP
That's
under
just,
this.
yeah, that's just it.
CVO, he's just
Make
going to
him
do
watch.
it. Yeah. And 2GIG with a 2-0 over Big Black. You know, a lot of those rounds were actually pretty close. Big Black had a good lead
Yeah.
in a couple of them, but just unable to actually keep it in his favor, unable to close out that last round.
Yeah, a lot of what was really good there was 2GB like fearlessness to actually get rid of the top web. Like that's what helped him in a lot of those situations was like Big Black, like when you have Byakuya spaced out like that, like you could eat a 2C, you could eat a 2B. 2GB, like no fear, blocked one web, immediately stood and took the other, and that's how a lot of Byakuya's pressure goes away. Is as soon as you get rid of that top web, Byakuya becomes a lot less scary in those
Yeah,
situations.
you actually see a lot of high-level play against Byakuya, specifically, as you were saying. That top web applies a lot of additional pressure. It also gives him the option to do forward throws
Yes.
against standing opponents, right? Like, you need to have all of your webs in place to really keep that mind game going.
Yeah.
But as the defensive player, if you think that you have the opportunity, it only takes one frame.
Yeah.
You can just hold down back and then do 4-1 input. You know, stand,
Yeah.
crouch immediately, you'll block both webs.
He was just fearless. I mean, that's what that is.
As long as you can get rid of those webs, you're in a much better state.
And I mean, he got hit by like 4 different 50-50s. He just guessed wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you really just have to respect Nanase's 50-50 is
Yeah.
real.
Now here comes one of possibly my favorite players in the last 2 years. A man by the name of Untold Melody. For those who don't know, Untold is a Midwest Hilda who played a little
running
bit.
a train so far.
Yeah, been played a little bit pre-COVID, but like with COVID coming up, this dude has really shined. Both like in the net play space and a little bit in the offline space. But if there's one thing you need to know about Untold is like his crazy enjoyment for labbing out the weirdest situations for all these characters. Like he has everything in most matchups labbed out down to a science, including how to even play his own character. There was one point where he flew all the way up to the top of the screen, ended up at the top of the screen, immediately threw out in a Gloom, and then fell down with a dive kick. And what that did was, because of the top screen boundary, it masked which direction the arrows from the Gloom were going to come from, and then hit him. It was like one of the
sounds
craziest
like one of those old
setups.
setups.
Yeah, it was like one of the craziest setups I've ever seen a man do. But
all right, and his opponent, right? Of course, right? Lufol. We saw him earlier, actually.
Yes. This is actually kind of funny because I do want to see how Untold does against a person who refuses to block more than 3 moves. I want to
definitely be a match to remember.
I wanna see Untold stamina when it comes to a man who feels no fear.
I like that you can see both players just like grooving out here too.
Yeah. Both wearing the headsets.
Are they buying colors? Okay, no, they were just setting buttons.
What is going on?
What stage are they choosing? Do you think they're picking Park again? Everyone's been picking Park.
That's Park. That's Park.
You know, you don't need to pick Park in tournament, guys. Given that they did set their buttons outside, I'm assuming they're just going to go into it.
Yes, yes they are.
Force function does not work out for Lufol, and he gets hit immediately. Round start from Untold Melody. A bit of a drop, but the reset into pin with a Grid Crush. Another reset. That one's on purpose.
Oh yeah, here it comes. Big damage.
4K damage.
Yeah, it doesn't scale at all.
Sword Rain remains
and you're dead.
Insane damage.
So what did I say about not blocking?
You know, we were thinking maybe, you know, Phonon gets in there by not blocking, but so far it's been looking like it's been looking like Hilda's pretty happy about it.
I think Untold has pretty fun with a person who doesn't want to block any of his.
That was an interesting trade. I can't say I was expecting a trade there. What in the world? Lufol's just hopping all over the place. He got 2 hits and didn't convert either.
Yeah, I mean, Lufol just wanted to do the fancy mixes, I guess. Has meter, is he gonna use it? Nope. That's one thing I noticed about Lufol.
Oh, very nice.
One thing I noticed about Lufol is his meter choices are very different from a lot of other players and a lot of other Phonons. Yeah. Untold's actually dead here.
Yeah, as long as Lufol doesn't drop this, he will.
He doesn't even need meter.
Dude, you're right, he doesn't.
What the?
That was a lot of damage for that hit. Lufol doing a really good job bringing it back. There was just a lot of pressure, everything working out on wake up, Oki situations. Having said that, 3rd round starts, Untold Melody with a good hit, gets pinned into Gloom Oki, and now you have to deal with a 50-50. Or you could just get hit by the Gloom itself.
Well, I mean, honestly, what doesn't he get hit by? I think this man has I'm not even gonna say it. This man has a tendency to just not block. Like, he had one match on stream yesterday where he woke up and just shielded every time on wake up. It was like 6 or 7 times in a row. He just pressed shield. I'm like, just throw him or literally assault him.
You know, Lufol's looking really good now. He's caught a couple of his own resets, and now he has the life lead going forward. Melody catches with the low. It's a spike into
dead.
IW.
That's not dead.
It's definitely not
combo.
death, but it's a lot of damage, and Melody with the lead now. You know, you have to pay attention though. Lufol does have 200 meter, gets the fireball, and now Melody's dead.
What is going on?
Back and forth. What in the world?
What is going on? Untold, there's no way. Untold, there's no way you get cooked by this.
Why?
No way.
I don't understand. Why did Melody feel the need to even jump in there?
Untold, there's no way. Untold, there's no way.
Is this what takes out Hilda?
Oh, come on, Untold. Don't drop the...
Oh, my God. The Grid Crush throw from Lufol, and he's just pushing for 6FF without any follow-up. Okay. Melody finally getting a hit here. 5A.
All right. Still
trying to
grid
stabilize.
broken.
Goes for a little bit of additional reset. You know, Melody's been getting a lot of resets off, but another low full screen catches. No, you can't anti-air phone on there.
Untold, yeah, still blocking.
Okay,
Got it.
Untold finally respecting some of Phonon's really awkward buttons, but you know, I don't know if Melody has enough meter to do this. I think they might be able to CS into Sword Rain. Here we go, yeah.
Yeah, that's big damage. Yeah, that's dead.
Okay, Melody clawing it back, but this has definitely not been a comfortable match.
Yeah, it's not. Oh my god, yeah. That is one of Untold's favorite OSs, FFOS. That's actually 2 frames. Hilda's FF is actually 2 frames.
I mean, we saw this against Trill, right? Untold was using that. But if the opponent is actually pushing mids and pressuring with close staggers, it is a very risky OS.
Oh my, that actually clipped him.
Again, not blocking, opting to try to jump over all of these buttons, and I think it's actually throwing Melody off. These are really awkward hits to convert.
That's dead.
Yeah, here comes another CS into the 3C FF. And Melody evens it up.
1-1. This is actually
looking much better.
Yes, this is actually, that was a lot more of how Untold should be playing, but still, what we saw from the first game can actually happen. Like Luffle's like explosive offense that just goes wild. He's like an untamed dog, and it's like it can really catch someone going like in the momentum of all of those interactions in a row.
Having said that, here we go. Oh, doesn't get the reset. Doesn't get the restand, rather.
Uses the CS, gets the meter. Yep, gonna get out of there.
Oh, a little bit too far to get a conversion. But I think, Untold pretty happy about this. Gets the Grid Crush low from full screen with the EX. Force function from Phonon actually connects. No full conversion here. Dashing, slide, crouching 2B, goes under.
That was a good usage of the CS.
All right, here we go. 50-50 setup. No. Late wake up also means that there's no chance you can get it. Again with the spike, though.
A lot of Hildas will only go for the 50-50s. Okay, didn't matter. A lot of Hildas will only go off the 50-50s off of Veil Off when they get the EX Bloom. That is a big way that Hildas will get their 50-50s going off is when they hit the VO and they get the mid-screen EX Bloom.
Yeah, I mean, that one's basically guaranteed. There is one 50-50.
There's one of the 50-50. That's big. Once you start making the other player guess, then here comes another one.
Good
no, he doesn't go for the EX.
Again with the spike.
I think that's actually smart. That is what Untold's been using in this matchup a lot when Level is full screen.
Yeah, those spikes have been working out almost every time.
2-2-C is good lord, dude.
Which button was that he was holding? I wonder. But, definitely Untold just feeling it. They're holding down all of his buttons.
Honestly, it was probably an A normal. Honestly, if I had to guess and that's their circumstance, it's probably an A normal. Actually, does the hold not persist through the Infinite Worth?
No, it does.
Okay, so
you actually can count it up while the Infinite Worth is going off.
So he could have just been holding it during Infinite Worth, because that's a long animation.
It is a very long animation. Yeah. I think, that's part of the reason he was holding that button. Just like, why not?
Just ran up and boom.
Triple fat spike into single fat spike to close out the game.
I think we have... Oh no, we got 2 more matches before
we're almost to the end of top 16 here.
If I just heard correctly, this next match is very funny. It's a Chaos Mirror.
Oh no, is it really?
Chaos Mirror.
No, it is. Oh my. Okay.
It's a Chaos Mirror.
Okay, yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Jake versus Snappy. That'll be interesting. Well, Snappy does have that Pocket Wagner that is not necessarily all that good.
He's not going to do it. Unless he wants to face Gosuda's wrath, he will not do it. Gosuda is like their mom. He reprimands them when they do bad. It's so funny.
I sort of want him to pick Wagner just to see that happen now.
Gosuda just sitting there angry in the crowd. Gosuda didn't join bracket because he didn't think it was worthwhile.
Well, to be fair, Gosuda also said that he was considering joining the bracket, but by the time he thought about it, it was too late.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's unfortunate, too, because, we mentioned earlier a bunch of players couldn't make it out after signing up. And so we do have some gaps in the bracket. There were a bunch of DQs early on as well.
Yep.
So we could have filled out the bracket. I'm just saying. I think also, if I remember correctly, Infinity registered under some random, not Infinity, sorry, Isaac. Isaac registered under some random name. I think it's just, he put in Japanese, like, kanji as his name.
He always has that as his name.
And Ben didn't know who he was because of that.
Yeah.
And when he found out, he was like, I'm not seeding you because you entered as someone random.
Yeah. He almost did that for Redblade and Brandon, too.
Oh, that's true. Redblade's a random name as well.
Redblade is under Joe Yabiden.
Yeah.
And Brandon is under Kai AI. The amount of people in this bracket who have tags that are not their tags I hope going forward that they all get unseated. It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny.
So the secret is you just don't tell people that that's actually you.
Yeah.
All right, looks like both players, though, sitting down and getting ready. I see that Climax of Night shirt. You know, people, if you come out, you can get these wonderful shirts.
Yeah, those are only being sold at the event.
They're pretty cool. I saw, the staff have the yellow version of that shirt, and that looks really nice.
It does.
But I also saw a single blue version of the shirt.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I did see that, too. I think they were selling them.
No, they don't have any blue. You can't buy the blue ones. I don't know who the blue shirt is for. Maybe it's Ben's personal blue shirt.
Maybe. Ben does have get dibs on the things he makes.
Yeah, I see. Melty is
It's going hard. This is top 8. I don't even know who's playing.
I have no idea who's playing, but I see
I see Mech. I see C-Mech.
Yeah, versus Alco.
Wait, who's up on stage? Oh, that's Duke versus Akimi. I can just tell by the things. Yeah, that's Duke versus Akimi.
Is Scrot still in winner's side? He must
Yeah,
be,
he should
right?
be, yeah.
There's no way.
Duke v. J-Bell. That's crazy. All right, let's get this match started.
All right,
two more matches.
We've got 2 more matches, and in these 2 matches, we have 3 chaoses.
There's too many chaos in this bracket, bro. Oh my
I like
God.
that both chaoses have the same opening
Yeah,
line, so it's just a
echo.
stereo, yeah. I don't even know which one's hitting right now. Okay, Jake is hitting Snappy.
Oh, got another hit.
Stagger pressure. That ground slam from Ozzy is going to make things a little bit awkward. No, he ends the combo with dash B. Good stuff.
Yep, use the grid thrust to get out of that because that's a growth setup.
And Snappy now with the grid crush in return. Good pressure actually gets Jake into the corner with that light combo.
Oh, what a mash. You're actually a god for that.
Surprised that worked out quite as well. One Ozzy kills the other.
Both chaos is brain rot, 236A.
So I think Snappy trying to police a potential rollout here with those lows, but Jake not acquiescing. He's just doing dash blocks, and he gets a really important hit here. He should be able to kill.
Yeah, that's dead. He actually, what I'm surprised about there was a 236A counter hit enough that he was able to press a button that late into it.
Yeah. Interesting. Snappy catches with the lizard. Full screen doesn't get the conversion, unfortunately. Both players burned some meter.
So the funny thing about Snappy's route here was it was not pretty. He had to face big black and winners and literally lost by the skin of his teeth. And then he had to play squish and losers to get into top 16.
Yep, and now he has to fight another chaos. Yeah, both players getting close to that 200 meters. Snappy dropping his combo. This is a pretty bad spot. He finds himself in the corner. He does win the Vorpal cycle at the last possible moment.
Yeah,
and he gets the catch. CS directly into IW.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be enough.
It's definitely not enough, but look at that life lead now. He only needs 1 throw, and he gets it.
That's all it takes, but now Jake has 200 meter. This is actually bad, or worse for Snappy.
The thing is, this route does a lot of damage, but Snappy is now even on meter.
Yeah.
Oh, the grid crush
doesn't matter
assault
now.
from Jake. That's so devastating. That Vorpal cycle was taking over, and now Jake has it as well.
Look at that damage. 4K?
Vorpal is in Jake's favor. Good bail off from Snappy. If he didn't get that, honestly, I think the game might have been over.
Yeah, that's going to be a good chunk of damage. Even off of an assault starter, that's going to be a good chunk of damage. Because of
Goes it IW Ender?
No,
super.
I agree.
Yeah, he wants the Oki.
Yeah, not even outside of the Oki, I think.
He gets the side swap. That's huge.
I think the Infinite Worth route is pretty unstable.
It is unstable. Well, it's stable if you omit things that make it do damage.
Yes.
Which is not what Chaos wants to do.
Yes.
Both players just sort of playing this slowly. Snappy holding on to that Vorpal cycle. He gets his Ozzy in there after killing Jake.
This is going to be one Ozzy hit into 236C.
The throw, Jake runs up and throws before Snappy can, but Snappy with Wake Up 5 BB to close out the first game. You can see him leaning back in relief.
You know what's funny? I think if Trill wins this game, this is a Chaos Mirror in top 8.
No, is the winner of this playing the winner of the next? No.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it works out into top 8.
It does. I think you might be right. It does look like they're right next to each other in the bracket.
I think it's how they actually do a Chaos Mirror in top 8.
Well, but Trill would have to beat Red Blade.
Yeah, I believe.
It'll be the first time he does it in bracket.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Red Blade also got put into losers by a Texas Hilda by the name of Swirly Glasses. So anything is possible right now. Red Blade
and Red almost lost the spinach as
yes.
well. Yeah, I mean,
literally won because his 5A is better than Carmine's 5A.
Yep. Wagner 6-frame 5A.
Yeah, really. Ayo.
You know, Snappy finds himself on the back foot again. He's been playing from his back foot in almost every single game so far, every round. But somehow he's been making these comebacks.
All right. Oh, you died.
All right, yeah, Snappy is definitely dead off of the 6C counter hit.
I love Jake's combos. Jake's combos are so much different than every other Chaos I've seen. I love his combos so much.
Run up 2A, 2A. Good start for Jake.
2.5, normal mid-screen stuff. 50-50. Nice blocks. I think he was a little late on the FF.
Yeah, I think
He might have been a little
that
far.
did not look like it was
he might have been
correctly
a little
timed.
far for the actual 50-50. Look at this combo. What is going on?
Fail off.
That's
Very nice.
a VO strip route? What?
But again, Snappy disrespecting on wake up, gets his own hit into the corner. Oki. Oh,
I
is that
agree.
safe? Oh, he makes it work. And that's going to be death.
The
No,
2-2
no, he doesn't have the meter.
The 2-2 set actually ate the grid or the guard thrust. I almost said grid thrust. I guess they're the same.
I mean, I think technically it is grid thrust.
Yeah.
We just call it guard thrust because it's more legible as English.
Yeah.
Oh, up back Lizard. You cannot disrespect that.
Yeah.
Chaos. Classic defensive
You can't
option.
disrespect the own tools you're using against them. Count the amount of up backs in this set.
You know, I'm surprised we haven't seen an up forward jump fade from either of them.
I know. That's why I
No, is
haven't-
he doing it? Wait, is Snappy going to do it? Is he actually going to make Gosuda mad? Oh, he's nodding. Snappy is nodding.
There's no way.
Snappy's actually nodding. Snappy's feeling himself.
Does this have the Gosuda? Does this have the Gosuda seal of approval? I don't know if it has the Gosuda seal of approval.
Wagner coming out of the bag, immediately getting hit by Ozzy. And you know, Snappy, he did play Wagner earlier in the bracket, but is this really going to work out for him?
I have no idea.
He
But
took the first game as Chaos and lost the second one. Feels like he needs to take a swap.
Yeah. But didn't Jake just lose to Knots?
You're right that he did just lose the Knots, but Snappy is not Knots.
Yeah, that is true. His Wagner might not be on the level of Knots. He's probably definitely not on the level of Knots. Definitely not on the level of Knots.
Definitely not on the level of Knots. This looks like it's shaping up to be perfect. Jake taking the first round against this Wagner.
Gosuda just shaking his head. I don't think it has the Gosuda seal of approval.
Interesting decision making. Just, you know, up forward assault into EX dive.
JB. Nice tax. Oh
6C
my God,
catches.
yeah. Everyone thinks Ozzy goes behind as 6C comes and counter hits you in the face.
Yeah, I mean, Chaos actually needs to show that 6C there because if you don't, then Wagner will actually just begin pressure.
Nice 5B.
5B.
Side switch. No, he's not going for it. Just keep him mid-screen.
Honestly, he doesn't even need it. He is going to get the side switch with meter, though.
Damn, that 4.2.
Throw.
Throw can
Snappy
kill.
one
Throw
touch.
kills.
Oh,
Doesn't
just 2A,
matter.
2A. Oki. Snappy throwing the game away by trying to pull out a pocket Wagner.
I wonder on the decision making there.
I don't know about that one. I definitely don't know about that one.
I wonder if he felt outclassed in the mirror.
Well, you see, the thing is that he was actually doing pretty well in that first game, right?
Because I mean, it went to the third round.
Yes, no, Snappy was not winning a lot of those exchanges, but he was turning it around every round, again and again, playing off the back foot. The second game, I guess, didn't feel quite as good for him.
Yeah.
So maybe he just didn't want to go through that pressure again.
Yeah, I guess.
And you know, it is true, Wagner, if she gets in on Chaos and starts running her game, it is hard for Chaos to deal with it, but Snappy is not a Wagner main.
Yeah, he's not. Which makes me very curious, because Snappy was like, he was like predicted because of all the COVID stuff and everything happening, was like predicted to make top 8 in this tournament. 'Cause he's a very strong Chaos, like one of the strongest Chaos in the States, as you can see, he got 9th.
Yeah.
But I wonder...
I find it a little unfortunate that he went for the Wagner pick, but it's still a good showing.
Yeah. He should have went Carmine. Fulfilled Spinish's wish to kill Chaos.
Carmine taking out Chaos.
Oh
Yep,
boy.
this is the final match
this-
of top 16. We're going to top 8 after this. Again, reminder for anyone who's just joining us, this is top 16 for Under Night at Climax of Night 4. After this match, I think there's going to be a short break, and then we're moving over to Funky P stream for top 8.
Yep, that is correct.
Where you will be joined by Brett and Fox.
Yeah. Once Melty Top 8 is done, Uni Top 8 will take place. But this is the last one, and this is the one that holds a lot of weight to it. As you can see, the man in the Gordo cosplay is everyone's favorite #1 Wagner in the world in Red Blade.
He's cosplaying Gordo, but he doesn't play Gordo in tournament. He plays Wagner. I respect. Earlier yesterday, there was a Lin player who was cosplaying Lin.
Yeah, it was Mouse.
Yeah, Mouse definitely representing their character, but
There's also a Wagner cosplayer yesterday.
there were a lot of cosplayers.
I don't know if
honestly.
she entered, but yeah, there was. We also had what's his face from Danganronpa.
So what we need to do is we need to convince Trill to cosplay Chaos.
Yes, I think he can do it.
We'll give him a pet lizard
We'll give him a pet lizard, a sweater vest, and some white hair.
and a book. We'll glue a book to his hand.
Glue a book to his hand.
I mean, Chaos has never lets go of the book for the entire match, right? There's always a book in his hand.
Or we're just gonna give him a fight stick, but in the
Oh, there you go.
the design of a
He's
book.
just got a book-shaped fight stick.
Yeah. Oh my god. But this, as I was saying, this holds a lot of weight because the Gordo you're seeing is the #1 Wagner in the world, and the man who tore through major after major, taking first place, only to be stopped by the Japanese players alone. Even with like his rival in Foxub coming out, he would still beat Foxub.
I believe the only tournament during ST, after Red Blade started winning, of course, because early ST he was not on top yet. But once Red Blade started winning, I think the only tournament he lost to a non-Japanese player, or rather a player not named Clearlamp, was the one tournament he lost to Breaker Dave.
Ah, yes, because he actually lost 2019 Climax to Breaker
Yeah,
Dave.
he lost 2019 Climax to Breaker Dave for Kava. It was a close game, but Breaker Dave did close that one out. But here we go. We get to see Trill versus Red Blade, and this is actually a match that we've seen so many times in the past, and Trill has had relatively good showings, but every time Red Blade does close it out.
Yes. And I just want to remind everyone that this is a loser's match. This is not winner's side bracket. This is loser's side. One of these players is getting 9th, and the other one gets put into loser's top 8.
Yeah, so Red Blade still with a chance here to make it through, and Trill with a chance to knock his bane of existence out of the tournament.
Yeah.
And, we were talking earlier about we literally just saw Snappy play Wagner and explode to Jake.
Yes.
But this is a matchup where you're going to see sort of the way Red Blade deals with getting through all of these lizard pressure situations.
Yes.
Already Ozzy dying to a dash C at full screen.
And dying to a JC. Assault JC, just like
Ozzy
that.
comes back so fast, though. It's pretty hard to make good use of that brief disappearance.
Oh.
Late button from Trill, unable to convert, though.
Oh
Ozzy.
my god. Yeah,
Charge jump C. Even if he shielded it, it is still
it's
plus.
still plus, yeah.
Most of those types of charge air normals work that way when you shield them because they hit so low.
Yeah. Now, one thing I don't know if Trill's going to be ready for is the party time that Wagner is in clear. Is once she gets a hit and she has a VO going off, it's literally any counter hit into 5K.
So far, both players just getting incidental hits, no combos. Oh, here we go.
Found
Red
one.
Blade with the first major hit, counter hit, 2C rebeat. He drops the combo.
Still gets pressure, though, and that's big for Wagner.
Yeah, he has 200 meter. He has the Vorpal cycle.
Yeah.
Respecting Ozzy, as you should. But Trill with the cycle here recognizes the A drill and bail off. He gets the hit. Trill, I don't know if he actually has enough damage here. He needs to go to IW. No, he's going to go into the super, try to make something happen. He didn't IW. He needed the IW.
All right, he secures the round. Now, both players have no meter, but we did secure the round, so I guess
I respect the Red Blade's decision to bail off to end that round, especially because Trill was so close he couldn't hit Red Blade out of it. If you have meter, you can sort of scam the timer and get rid of that bail off, but really what it came down to was Trill not using IW, going for the safe ender. Red Blade with a commanding lead in the second round.
Trill just not even trying to get out.
Oh, jump A will connect, and Red Blade should be able to close out.
I think I was rising JA, to be honest.
No, it was.
I think he was definitely rising JA there. Also, Red Blade playing with one eye. handicap.
It's powering him up.
Yeah.
You know, people talk about having both eyes. Your brain has to process more information. You
Yeah.
cover one eye, you got double the processing. Early hit from Trill. A bit of a whip from Ozzy and an immediate punish from Red Blade. Wins the Vorpal cycle. Trill forced to defend here in the corner. Good backdash from Red Blade. You know, unfortunately for Trill, that green shield actually pushed Red Blade out. If it hadn't, he might have reached with that 5 BB.
All right, this is party time. Never mind. He did
Definitely
5
never mind.
CC.
5 BB not working. Try your other button.
He's gonna make. He's gonna get himself the.
Right, Trill does have the Vorpal cycle, just needs to not shield here. For once, Ozzy not dying immediately.
It didn't matter though.
Wagner 5B, that is a pretty painful situation to find yourself in as Trill. Back in the corner, that throw will do it. Red Blade, match point. $6B to challenge after blocking Ozzy. Chaos himself a little bit too close, and Red Blade starts the game with Chaos in the corner.
All right, one hit and we're going into party time.
Oh, he misses the throw, and then Trill 1ADing in response. There you go. Goodbye, Ozzy again. You cannot summon Ozzy in these places. It's very unfortunate. You know, it's not like Trill knows what Red Blade's doing when he summons Ozzy, but it's just not working out.
Plus, both buffs now.
Interesting. I don't know what happened there.
What
Red Blade standing still.
I feel like he
hit.
wanted 214X because that will give him the armor with the buff. His controller died. His controller died.
Red Blade's controller is definitely dead. Yeah, there we go. Please connect controller 1.
So that's a power. That's a grounding thing. So this has been happening all weekend.
They might just replay the round.
The PS4, well, the
last couple times
Red
we've
Blade
done
will
this.
take one round and then they should replay
Yeah,
the
the last
round.
couple of times this has happened, we have had to just replay the round.
Yes. So
but this is very unfortunate.
This has been happening all weekend because the PS4 has a grounding issue, and because there's so much power being routed into single power strips with all the consoles and whatever, these controllers will disconnect.
So the thing is, if you're using a wireless controller like the actual PS4 pad, they don't have this issue because they are powered by their internal batteries.
Yes.
If you're using an arcade stick, especially ones that have like batteries that need to be charged or certain types of PCBs, or if you have like LEDs running, that sort of thing, you will definitely run into this issue.
This could also be an issue because the PS4 has the setting where you can make it so that controllers only work if they have the USB connection.
Yes.
Because you can make that a setting.
That is also true.
That's very good, especially for tournaments like CO and Combo Breaker, where there's a lot of Bluetooth devices going around, because the Bluetooth will interfere with each other and you will miss inputs. So a good thing you can do is change your PS4 settings to be so that it only work if you have it connected via USB.
You know, I also mentioned this the other day, but for people who don't know, on the back of the PS4 pad, there is a pinhole reset that you can use. And when you use that hole, if you stick a paperclip in it and you push that button down, it actually just wipes out all the PS4 memory from the pad. So it doesn't remember any of the PS4s anymore.
So I gotta start bringing a hair clip.
Yeah, we should just have like a stack of paper clips so people can actually disconnect their pads.
Well, that's the tech. I gotta start doing that. We definitely had that issue in Dengengi Top 8 earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone connected a pad. It was so funny because there was multiple pad players, because like most of the Dengengi players play on pad. But everyone thought it was TG. Because TG put his controller at the bottom of his bag with a bunch of stuff on top of it.
Oh, no.
So he was like frantically ripping stuff out of his bag to figure out that it was not his controller, and we all clapped for him. So
he just thought maybe, the controller got activated by all of the junk.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. It's happened to other people, and I mean, it is tournament.
A little unfortunate here. Red Blade had a lot of momentum going for him when this happened, and that's going to ice him out a tiny bit. I think it probably won't affect him too much, though, because he definitely looked very comfortable.
It should still give him the round, so he will still have a round to play around with, even if like he was quote-unquote iced. He will still have the round to get that momentum
Yeah, that's
back.
true, yeah. He will be able to just sort of warm up by hitting Chaos. Now, the thing I'm wondering about is whether they're going to keep the meter balances correct, because the previous couple times this has happened, they haven't worried about the meter. It's just been one player runs the other one over, and they go into the next round
They
with
basically
like 200,
have 200
100.
meter, yeah.
It's 200, 100, basically.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think for a match of this level, getting into top 8 on loser side, maybe the players might care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate this has been happening, though.
Yeah, this hasn't been the first time this weekend on either stream setup that we've had this kind of issue.
I mean, so it is definitely a PS4 thing. We've had this in a lot of different tournaments. It's not like a Climax only thing or this venue. It's literally when you have this many monitors, this many lights, production equipment,
Bluetooth devices,
yeah, the projectors, the PS4s themselves, all this stuff hooked up to the same grid, the same building, the same room. Some stuff just gets overloaded. It's not stable, and then you just have connectors or controllers disconnecting.
Yeah.
It was actually really funny the other day. Brett and I were playing Gundam, and we found out every time someone plugged in a controller on any PS4 on that entire table, it would disconnect Brett's pad. His stick would just
You guys have
come
the
off.
same stick, yeah?
We have the same stick,
The
but
Warrior Fighting Edge?
the difference is that Brett actually has the wireless battery plugged in, and I have mine disconnected. So mine actually doesn't have that issue while his does.
So yeah, because his is probably pulling the most power out of everyone's stick at the setup.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But so I actually switched to wireless mode. Like I turned on my wireless and I just unplugged my stick and no problem, right? Because it's just running wirelessly. But PS4s, man.
Yeah, they're it's not pretty, and we don't have access to PS5s, and PS5 only has one USB port on the front and one on the back.
Yeah, it's really not optimal. And also PS4 or PS5s require you to have a stand to put them on a table, otherwise they're just, like rolling around.
Yeah, there's a chance that they fall over.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to have PS5s around.
We had a PS5 on Friday night for the Gundam setup, and I definitely looked at it, and I used it, and I definitely touched it, and I went, I don't want you to fall over. I don't know how stable you are, how much of a foundation you have, but if you fall over, I'm gonna die.
When are we gonna switch over to PC setups, or for Uni, Switch setups? Let's go.
No, PS Vita.
Oh, PS Vita, right? You're right. It still has PS Vita versions. I forgot. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. That is too funny. I think someone was playing Switch version this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I have my Switch version in my bag, so there's nothing I can say about it. Anyone joining us, we have a slight technical issue with PS4 power, connection, whatever. This is the last game in Under Night Top 16 for Climax of Night 4. We're moving into Top 8 after this, after a short break, because it will be hosted over on the Funky P stream instead, and that is still running multi-Top 8 at the moment. Yeah,
we are just waiting for the conclusion.
So far in Top 8, we have, on winner side, we have Lotus playing Hilda, Masoma playing Byakuya, Silent playing Phonon, and Nox playing Wagner. And on the loser side, we have 2GIG, Nanase, Melody, Untold Melody playing Hilda, and Jake, Big Horny, playing Chaos.
Jake, Big Horny. What a name.
What a name indeed.
So they have started. It should just be... Never mind. I got baited.
This is the final game, right, of Top 16. Red Blade is up 1 right now.
Yeah, 1 round.
He's up 1 game and 1 round.
He's not up a game. They never finished the first game.
No, I thought they did finish the first game.
No.
That was the second game. I'm pretty sure that's the second game.
There's no way.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the second game.
There's no way 1 game passed that quick.
Red Blade ran over Trill in the first round of the second game.
There's no way.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm being lied to. His controller disconnected again.
Oh. Power problems are power problems.
I'd say restart the PS4. Honestly, at this point, you just...
But this is the deciding match, right? Like, both Trill and Red Blade, you're pretty used to seeing them in Winners Top 8.
Yeah.
But one of them is going out right here.
Whose controller is disconnected? Is it Red's or is it Trill's? It's one of theirs.
I cannot tell from here. I'm assuming it's Red Blade. Trill's looking down at Red Blade's hands, so...
We don't want to look at Red Blade's big hands. Too much working out.
Oh, Red Blade, that scythe he's been carrying around for his Gordo cosplay, that thing is pretty well built.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's actual wood.
Yeah, I was using it yesterday myself, and I was like, this thing is pretty nice.
Yeah, he was telling me he actually drafted all the designs himself and went to a friend who does woodworking to actually get it built.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's really good stuff, man.
He put work into this cosplay, and it's also a specific color. Like a specific color that he uses on Gord.
Oh.
It's not just like, because it wouldn't make sense that he makes a Gord cosplayer and doesn't make his hair black.
I mean, it's true, right?
But that's I'm pretty sure it's a specific Gord color, because there is a Gord color scheme where he's got like a dark blue color
like
scheme
the
going
Dante
down, and he's got white hair.
Yeah.
I forget what the color is, but there is a specific Gord color that is that color scheme.
That reminds me that we asked when we went out to KSB a couple years ago. We were talking to Kamone, we asked him about the color names for all the characters. Have I ever told you about this?
I think I've heard it. But say it again.
So we asked Kamine about the color names for all the characters because a lot of these colors are really crazy. Oh man, I don't even remember what the really weird ones are anymore. Okay, so apparently it actually
round around.
Yeah, it's actually 1-1 in the second game now because Red Blade's controller is actually just straight up having problems, so they're considering it a round loss. That's very interesting. But yeah, no, so Kamine admitted the way they choose the colors is they basically have an English thesaurus.
Yes.
And they choose an adjective and a noun and at random.
At random. It is like put them all into like an RNG simulator and just these two.
Yeah, they're just like, this sort of is related to this color, and they're like, da-da-da-da, all right, here we go. Okay, now we need like a descriptor to go with it. Here we go. It's like, all right, here we go. Red Blade probably just going to kill Trill for the first run.
I'm high, to be honest. I don't know how I didn't think it wasn't a game. But that means, yeah, they're 1-1 in the second game.
It's going to be 1-1. They're going to go into the last game probably at 200 meter.
Yeah. Not even.
Oh, no. Red Blade actually...
Wagner kills so fast.
Well, no, Red Blade burned meter in one of those combos.
Yeah.
Wait, why is Red Blade blocking?
What is going on?
What is going on? I thought we were told this was supposed to be 1-1, but Red Blade is playing from the second round.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm a little bit confused, but I'm just going to assume that this is correct based on how it's playing out. Or perhaps they're just going to say, if Trill wins this round, it's over. Who knows? It's not looking good for him, though, in any case.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, the early Grid Crush throw in the corner while Red Blade has Vorpal and Bail off. Just straight into that IW.
Trill's not even going to get to play. He's one hit.
He's one hit, and he doesn't have Vorpal. He does have a lot of meter, but, what are you going to do with this meter right now? Good defense from Trill, keeping himself safe. Gotta block that 50-50. Nice defense still. Trill holding on. Red Blade not going for any throws. He's content just pressuring with buttons because really he has such a massive life lead. He does not need to risk anything.
Oh, counter hit though.
Trill with the chance. He won't win the Vorpal cycle. You have to be careful.
Not dead. One guess for game.
That's it.
I thought it was supposed to be a round apiece.
I guess that's it. They're turning off their controller, so it looks like Red Blade is advancing over Trill. To be fair, right? Like if it was 1-1 and Red Blade did that, he's advancing over Trill. It is really awkward looking at the score in the game.
Yeah.
With that said, but we do have Red Blade moving on in loser side. He will be the last player in top 8 representing Wagner. So no, actually, it's not true. We have 2 duplicate characters in top 8. I think we have a Hilda on winners and a Hilda on losers, and a Wagner on winners and a Wagner on losers.
So yeah, it will be Red Blade versus Jake. He will be facing the Chaos.
All right, so it's going to be a couple of pretty interesting matches to open up top 8. We'll see you guys over on the Funky P stream in a little bit. Fox and Brett will be joining you there for top 8.
Your top 8 for Climax of Night 4.
Yeah, and that will be it for top 16. Thanks for joining us, Climax of Night 4 Under Night. First major tournament since COVID. UNICLR, basically, right?
Yeah, first. I think, because Frosty's was before the release.
Yeah, so and the Anime Ascension was the last major, I think, and that was also Uni ST.
Yes, there was ST. They did not play clear at that. And then Combo Breaker and Michigan Masters got canceled.
Yep.
So yes, this was the first major for clear.
And so many upsets.
Yeah, this was actually crazy. Red Blade's on the loser side. So that's how you know how much has changed in the last 2 years. Red Blade entering a top 8 on losers.
All right, yeah, thanks for joining us all. Head over to Funky P. We'll see you in a little bit for top 8. It's going to be a great one.
All right, guys. Peace.
Adios.